Rated M gang in the building. What is going on, guys, man? We are going today here on Rated M Podcast, man. We are going to play a game. We are going to play a game here on the Rated M Podcast, man. We are going to play King of the Rated M. We got several topics we are going to debate on. We got several topics we are going to debate on. It's going to be me, Mo, Khris, and Esco. Lewis is going to be the host. Lewis is going to be the host. And the winner, we got about 7 topics, I'd say. And after that, the winner of those topics. And after that, the winner of whoever debates the most successfully will be listed as the winner. We got a lot of shit to get into, man. The debate questions today will be, should Khris be an Homo sapien? Why
Absolutely.
Is Will Ospreay better?
We're getting the bell out early? Is that what we're doing?
General. Is Will Ospreay better than the Ring General?
That is not a
See, I didn't even say it, chat. See this? He's starting his shit, yo.
These are the topics and questions we are going to answer today. Should there be a tag team? Money in the Bank ladder match.
Oh my god!
Use Mike. He's bugging. He's
Kick him out, bro. Kick him out.
He's bugging.
Take his First Amendment away. Take his First Amendment away.
Okay, that's a crazy sentence. Okay.
Where? You know what?
Z already saying that Chris should be a goat moth fan.
Why? Y'all bro? You guys trying to get me warmed up or something? What's up?
You're really cooked. You're really
Shawn
cooked.
Michaels.
How?
Is Shawn Michaels a more athletic Jimmy Uso? These are the topics we are going to be debating.
Why are we? What did Uncle Sean do? What did he do?
Okay.
No, Cam saw that on Twitter, bro.
Okay, these aren't really the topics we're going to be debating today, but you get what I'm trying to say. You get
Eli, I will ban you.
I'm trying to say. So that being said, how we doing tonight,
Sweet
gang?
Meat Mo is wild. Yeah,
Chilling, gang, chilling.
What is going on?
It's been a thing for me. I can't avoid it. I can't avoid it anymore. It's.
Oh my god!
He said I can't avoid it anymore.
It's done.
Sweet
I'm done.
meat is
I'm
crazy.
cooked. I'm cooked.
You're burnt.
Did you bring out the
It is
lash
what it is.
already? Oh my god!
I had to, bro. He's talking about Omos in the first minute of the show.
Bro. Like, what?
Very good reason to, bro. Don't even go there.
Oh my! You gotta stop this.
You need to stop the praise, and I'll stop the hate.
You gotta stop this, bro.
I only allow praise when warranted. That's it.
This guy. But no, I will say, before we get into this, for those of y'all that are here, we doing good, Cam. How you feeling, brother?
Mm-hmm.
For those of y'all that are here for the live stream, make sure you hit the like button. Spotify and Apple Music listeners, 5 stars, por favor. And yeah, if you're here later on watching the video, make sure you like it up, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let's jump into it. I'm gonna read the rules here though. I'm gonna pop this up on the screen for y'all. So it's let's go, bam. So I'm just gonna read it straight off. 2 people will start. We will spin a wheel of different wrestling topics. Each topic will get 7 minutes of debate time. Each opponent will get 2 minutes of uninterrupted time to speak on their side of the debate. Those last 3 minutes will be open house. Both opponents can just go at it. No diddy. But if at any point in those 3 minutes the judge believes something was said where one opponent cannot recover, our judge, which is Lewis, will play this beat. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. To end that topic, if someone gets ethered, the winner gets 2 points. And at the end of the 7 minutes, the judge will decide the winner of that debate topic. Then the winner stays.
Hold on a second.
Go ahead. Oh. What's up?
I gotta handle something, but y'all go ahead.
Okay, all right. Let me see here.
Khris, put that sign.
And then, winner stays to compete with the next person, king of the court style, if for those of y'all that hoop, and repeat till we're out of topics. The winner, the person with the most points by the end, wins the whole thing. And on the first one to determine who's who's getting to choose their side on the topic first. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen again. Let's get this. Let's go. So Lewis will be our judge here, like I said a little bit earlier. Let me see. Spin the wheel. So who's going first? So Esco will go first.
Of
He will
course
get to
I
choose
do.
his side. He will choose his side of the. He gets to choose his side of the topic. And who is he going against?
I'm gonna laugh my ass off this Mo.
Let's see. Oh my God.
All
It's
right,
Khris.
Esco. All right, Esco. Let's
Esco
cook,
and
bro.
Khris will
Let's
start
cook,
this
bro.
thing, bro. Okay, so let's figure out. Let me get this thing back on the screen. 1 second here. Not very techy, but I'm learning, guys. Okay. That screen. Let's go here. Nope. Okay, so now let's figure out what is going to be our very first topic. Let's go ahead and pop this back
Okay,
up.
sorry, y'all. I'm back. I had to deal with a situation with one of my cars outside, so I'm back.
He said one of your cars? Oh my rich ass nigga.
Yeah, that's definitely some South shit.
Rick, bro, can I
Rich
hold
ass
Damn, you
70?
can't donate?
Yeah.
Can I hold 75 to make up for the 75 I spent on college football?
This guy. All right, so
Man,
let's
I
spin the
just-
wheel. What is our
I
first
just-
topic?
Was a lot of money. Great game though. It is a great game.
Look, Lewis, I just had to spend 170. Look, I just had to spend 150 in dog food, man. I'm broke myself.
Oh,
On top of the
man.
MJF
Wow.
meet, on top of
It's
the
dog
MJF meet and
food,
greet
man.
price, I'm
First
broke.
topic between Khris and Esco. Better title win, title win,
God
Eddie
damn
Guerrero in
it.
2004 or Jeff Hardy in 2008.
We would just talk about this off camera too.
Yep.
Wow.
So,
Oh, buddy.
and whenever our judge wants to start the thing off, go ahead.
So just to be sure, 2 minutes each and then 3 minute back and forth.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is that what it is? All right, cool. All right, Esco, are you starting first?
Sure. Why not?
All right, you're choosing. So you get to choose if you want to go first or second. since
I'll
you
go
wanna
first. I'll go
All
first.
right, your 2 minute timer starts. 3, 2, 1, now.
So we're talking about great title wins. You got Eddie Guerrero from No Way Out 2004, and you got Jeff Hardy from Armageddon 2008. Now, in my personal opinion, the one thing that had the crowd really roaring, and one thing I'll always remember, and the best thing ever, is Jeff Hardy winning. Reason why Jeff Hardy has a bigger celebration and a better win than what Eddie Guerrero had is, in my opinion, if you look at that amazing spot where Jeff Hardy is hitting the swanton after Triple H is going for the pin after Pedigree and Edge, and then that crowd just goes erupt when Triple H rolls out of the ring and Jeff Hardy's just losing it. Now here's the thing. Jeff Hardy always had underdog charisma and underdog talent. I mean, you got to look back to his ladder match against The Undertaker for the Undisputed Championship. Very admirable act, wonderful talent, great wrestler. I think Jeff had the better win as well because it also showcases, one, that underdogs can win. No disrespect to Eddie Guerrero, but how Eddie Guerrero won was pretty much Goldberg. If I'm not mistaken, I think Goldberg interfered, and I think that's what cost Lesnar the match. I think I need to go back and watch it. Yes, it was nice to see Eddie win, but you know what, though? Like, me growing up, in my personal opinion, Jeff Hardy, in my opinion, had a better run. I think Jeff Hardy had a better crowd reaction. And plus, it's like I said, at that point in time when SmackDown was killing it, the fact that Jeff Hardy came out on top and beat Triple H and Edge, money well spent. I'm done.
All right. Good job. Khris, that means you will be rebuttaling for Eddie Guerrero.
Okay.
Your timer starts in 3, 2, 1, Go.
All right. Eddie Guerrero. I believe his championship win was better. For the simple fact that at the time of this victory, through nefarious means or not, Brock Lesnar up until that point he only had like 3 or 4 losses. All right, and beating Brock Lesnar at that time, fuck happened to Esco? That shit cemented his legacy. I mean, he was already the guy before he got to WWE, obviously, but him beating Lesnar in 04, with the best era of SmackDown, by the way, really showed that he could hang. He could hang with him as a little guy. And the crowd reaction that night, you could just tell everybody in that arena wanted Eddie to win. And honestly, that's all I got, bro.
All right. Now you guys will get your 3 minutes to go back and forth. Starting 3, 2, 1, go.
Esco, why are you so certain that it's Jeff?
Jeff Hardy as ultimate underdog charisma. Eddie Guerrero's underdog charisma happened in 1997 and stopped in 2002. When he started off as the Radicals and stuff like that with Benoit, Perry Saturn and them, yes, I would have definitely gave it to him, but no, we're not having that. Eddie already elevated and stuff like that back then. Jeff Hardy was getting its break from the tag team division. Eddie already had charisma. He beat Test at WrestleMania 17, won the European Championship. He pinned RVD live on Raw for the Intercontinental Championship. Had a great storyline with China. He had great charisma out in WCW. Wonderful work in New Japan Pro Wrestling as Black Tiger II. Jeff Hardy's run will always be more memorable in my personal opinion because, one, growing up and seeing that and being shocked that he actually won, and also knowing that, you know, he can hang with the tough guys. Eddie could always hang with the tough guys, but Jeff has more charisma and stuff like that.
Well, I think Eddie was also way more believable than Jeff ever was, especially in that match. Like, no, I don't think anybody saw Jeff winning. Not sure the underdog thing, but nah. I mean,
Nah.
In my opinion, he beat the worst of the two wrestlers. I love me some Edge, but Triple H, I mean, beating Triple H would have done some shit.
Well, either which way, it still made all wrestlers look good and stuff like that. And besides beating Edge, Jeff and Edge go way back all the way to the 90s and stuff like that. So if you think about it, Jeff technically got his revenge and stuff like that. Triple H ended up coming out later because if you think about it, Jeff already beat Triple H at Armageddon 07 for the Intercontinental Championship. So Jeff's already beaten Triple H. Him pinning Edge and everything like that, that goes back from their stuff from 99 all the way to 2001 to 2006, elevated it.
Okay.
You guys got 57 seconds left.
I'm not sure I got nothing else to say.
Jeff also, I could add this, Jeff also had more chance and more characteristics and stuff like that. Jeff will end up winning more championships later on after this win. And Eddie Guerrero will not, unfortunately. He would get title matches, but never win any other title matches.
But he made it the one. He made it the one. You get one, at least it's against Brock. It's not like it was.
Yeah, look where that's at long term now. Lesnar's not even with the company no more.
What does that have to do with anything?
He ends up beating a guy that's going to leave, a month or two later?
I mean, he's still a GOAT in this business, top 10 easily.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you know what though? Just because you have that one good celebration doesn't mean it's that memorable.
All right,
in front of that crowd though.
Time is up. All right, Esco, it seemed like you came a lot more prepared. There were times where you kind of went a little bit out of it. When just talking about Jeff and Eddie Guerrero's title win, just want chat to know we were talking about the title win. Esco kind of got a little bit off track when talking about just the title wins, but Esco did a very good job at talking about Jeff and talking about the moment after. I will say, Khris, in the beginning, I was heavily leaning towards you because you started off strong, by mentioning that Brock was at the top of the business at the time Eddie Guerrero beat him. That was a super strong argument because compared to Triple H and Edge, Triple H was still that guy. Edge was still that guy, but they were Brock level. So you started off strong on your argument there. The reason I have to go with Esco is because you couldn't keep going with that. You stopped and you couldn't argue it more. There was more you definitely could have said. There was more. I wish you guys would have talked about the builds going into the matches a lot more. Like Chris, if you honestly would have said Eddie Guerrero's drug story or whatever and the promo he cut to Brock, that probably would have sealed it for me off rip. But Esco provided a better argument. He was much more consistent throughout the entire debate with it. So I'm gonna go with Esco. Chris, you had a really you sell yourself short because you had a super strong starting point. I don't want you to be like I'm cooked. No, you had a very good starting point. You just got to keep following through with that starting point. But that starting point you had that Brock was on top of the game, that was really strong. That was a really good argument.
That's fair.
But I'm gonna go with Esco. Esco won this one.
GG's,
Shit,
bro.
I won something.
Hey, bro, you getting me warmed up, bro. Confidence is building. Let's go.
Shit, I won something. Oh fuck.
That was good though.
All right, man. Let me get the wheel up for the next one, gang. Let's do this thing.
That was a hard one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, strong start. Strong start. I love that one.
That was a hard one for me.
Chris,
Mo,
you
know what I think you should. Mo, you want to know what I think you should do with the debates too? Put like, oh my goodness, oh my.
Okay,
goodness.
I got
Is
you.
Cam next? Is Cam next? Is Cam next?
Yep, it's Cam. It's Cam. I really close it, but it's Cam. It's Cam.
Cam. So
Esco and Cam. Let me get this thing.
Oh, just like old times in college, buddy.
Wait, hold on,
Esco
Mo,
and Cam.
This is what I was thinking. Hold on, let me see this. Let me do this.
Okay.
No, not that. Let me do this. Let me do actually that boy's number one because he the winner right now. Let me do that, and then let's go. If I'm bugging, can we do that? No, I'm trying to see. How do we do? No, how do we do? Is it? Where's the layout? Where's that layout? I think you know what I'm trying to do, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what I could probably like work on it while we could do this for this debate
like,
right now.
Put them two, yeah.
Yep, I got you.
All righty, boys. Biggest AEW fumble. It's a big list. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to really think. Timer going on. Give y'all a minute to go through the names. Don't say the names. Don't say the names. Think about it. When it's your turn, surprise us with the names. But just think about it. I'm gonna give y'all a little minute to really think. To see if that's the name you really want to go with, because AEW has a lot. They have a lot. Like a lot. All right. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So AEW got a lot. They got a lot.
I know.
If you guys don't know the question, it is AEW's biggest fumble.
Man, I'm glad I got this one. So that way, all the people that call me shills in the so that way all the people that call me AEW shills in the chat can shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't even know how I'm called a shill when I criticize these niggas, but hey, I'm glad I got this. These niggas can shut the fuck up. People in the chat, yeah, I'm talking to you niggas.
All right. I'm just gonna put this just for the people that are gonna be coming in, and they're like, "What are these dudes fucking talking about?" I'm gonna put the banner up right now. All right, chat. Here's the debate question: AEW's biggest fumble. We got Esco versus Cam. Esco, since you won, are you going first or second?
I'll go second. I'll let the Glazer go first, and I'll try to copy from him, see what he goes with.
Ooh! All right, Cam. Your 2 minutes starts now.
All right. For me, this was an easy one to decide who the biggest AEW fumble is. And it sucks because it's a man still under contract, and it sucks because it's a man still under contract. For me, this is easily Ricky Starks. It's easily Ricky Starks. I understand that Ricky Starks has had some moments throughout his AEW run. Tag team champion, being able to work with Sting. Working with working with CM Punk. I understand that he's had all those things, but you look at the fact that Ricky Starks really amplifies what it is to be a top guy in professional, and really any wrestling company in 2024. The fact of the matter is that he can talk. He can talk. He has the entrance. He's very charismatic, and in the ring, he's shown that he can go. And for him to not even break out into the main event scene, I think is very, very disgusting, very, very underrated. The fact that Ricky Starks, he falls through the cracks at points where I don't think AEW knows what the fuck to do with him at points when he is shown, right? When you look at the feuds he's been in with people like CM Punk, Sting, Darby Allin, he's shown that when he's thrown into feuds,
30
excuse me,
seconds.
he's shown that when he's thrown into feuds against the top guys of AEW, he's shown that he can actually excel. And he's shown that he can excel and get over. And he's shown that he can excel and get over in those type of in those type of feuds. And the fact, in those type of feuds, and the fact that the man has still not been a TNT champion, he still has not been an international champion. The fact that the man has not been on TV since January, and I don't know if he's injured or not, but the fact that he hasn't been on TV since January, his babyface run was such a flop.
Time's up, Cam. Time's up, Cam.
Sorry.
Hey, Cam cooking, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Cam doing good. All right, Esco, your time for your superstar starts now.
With all due respect, Cam, I respect your decision. He was good, but we're going to talk about a wrestler that was also during the pandemic and helped out, and that's Eddie Kingston. Now, Eddie Kingston is a true fighter. He stays with the fighters. He is one of the best professional wrestlers of all time. You're going to come in starting out in a no DQ match against Cody Rhodes, and then you're going to end up doing a weird alliance with the Lucha Brothers and Butcher and Blade. Then you get elevated all the way to the top to face John Moxley, and then you do great. You have everything all good, but what ends up happening? Kenny Omega and the Elite are like saying, nope, we don't need to do it. Eddie Kingston is literally is like AEW's Dolph Ziggler. They'll give him the other titles. Like, yes, it's okay that he won the Ring of Honor Championship. Yes, he won the Continental Classic and everything, I think. But you know what? Eddie needs to be the world champion. Eddie has gotten wins over Chris Jericho, John Moxley, and done so much more. And Eddie Kingston has paid his dues over so many companies, and he makes you feel. Ricky Starks, I'm not going to lie, ever since he got buried by Adam Copeland, he hasn't come back since. Because that's all everybody sees him as, is a ripoff of The Rock. That's all they see him as. Eddie Kingston is the tough fighter. He knows what he brings to the table, and you know what? He deserves to get recognized more. I'm just saying, who else is going to come out and call freaking Cody Rhodes a bitch and then say and call out everybody else for going to WWE? Just saying. And the thing is, too, not even Eddie Kingston didn't want to go to WWE. Notice that when he was in Evolve, he didn't say on WWE, he said on the network. He didn't care and stuff like that. And always remember, Eddie Kingston, fighter, out to the end, and he always has a fight and he's always ready. Ricky's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. Eddie's paid his due. It's time for him to get his moment, and he needs to be a world champion. And then in a company that he's signed to, not with a partnership.
Time's up. Boy, you guys got some heavy hitters, boy. Chris, what you think? They got some fucking killers, yo.
They was fucking going bar for bar.
You guys are
yo.
going back and forth. All right, 3-minute rebuttal starts now.
What Ricky Starks got? Eddie Kingston went to NWA, cut his promo and everything like that. And on top of that, too, he stays with the fighters. What is a jobber that got beat up by Ryback and catering guy?
Eddie Kingston. You said Eddie Kingston was one of AEW's biggest fumble. When to be honest with you, I just don't see it. To be honest with you, I just don't see it. I think we only
because you overlook him
because he has not won the AEW World Heavyweight, because he's not won the AEW World title yet. The fact of the matter is Eddie Kingston, he's on TV. The fact of the matter is Eddie Kingston, when he's healthy, he's on TV pretty much every single week. He's involved in one of the top storylines in the company. He was going to be involved in one of the top storylines in the company this year with Team AEW versus the Elite. The only reason why he's not currently part of that storyline is because he's sitting at home with a broken leg. It's because he's sitting at home with a broken leg. Eddie Kingston has literally been on AEW television. He's been on AEW television and has been in some pretty high profile roles and some pretty high profile positions since he's come into AEW. Since he's come into AEW, you look at Ricky Starks right now. Look, you look at Ricky Starks right now. Look, I love Mark Briscoe, and I'm glad that Mark Briscoe's on television. I do not understand why for Team AEW we couldn't get Ricky Starks in this position. I don't know if he's.
You can't do the big money matches, man.
But you look at the fact of the matter is Ricky Starks not being able, not being on television pretty much at all.
Because Adam Copeland buried him.
With him since they really haven't done. They really haven't done anything with him since Team Taz. And the fact that,
and that's
they turned the babyface and his babyface run was such a failure that they had to turn him back. He hasn't really done anything since then. I don't know how you have a man that's talented as Ricky Starks and you can't find anything for him. So to me, for me, it would be Ricky Starks. I can't put Eddie Kingston on there. So.
I respect it, but Eddie Kingston also said too.
Say Eddie Kingston
got to be in the sport to be a world champion.
I can't say
30 seconds.
Eddie Kingston said you have to be in the.
Eddie Kingston has been a fumble when.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But I can't say Eddie Kingston has been a fumble when he's been on. I can't say he's been a fumble when he's been on TV pretty much every week, and the man is always consistently involved in one of the top storylines with the company and constantly working with the top people. Ricky Starks does not have that, or they do a thing with Ricky Starks where Ricky Starks shows up and then Ricky Starks is off TV. Eddie Kingston has not had that. Eddie Kingston has not had that fate since he's been on AEW television. So I can't say Eddie Kingston is a flop, respectfully, because Eddie Kingston, I think, is looked at as one of the biggest names in AEW. So I can't really say he's been a flop. Or I can't really say he's been a fumble.
Time's up. I let the override go because Cam's
Hold on, Lewis.
delays.
Hold on, Lewis. Before you say anything, is my internet really that bad? Because if it is, I can get on the iPad real quick. Like I'm trying to do it on my computer with my microphone.
I think it's just the audio delay.
If it's that bad, I can just transfer to the iPad.
It's the audio delay. It's the audio delay.
All
right.
While he's talking, can I mention my part?
Might as well.
Yeah.
All right. So while he's getting occupied and stuff like that, here's the thing. Eddie Kingston is a wrestler's wrestler. He's a realistic wrestler. He's somebody that makes you believe, somebody that makes you want to see him win. That tough part was like, yeah, partner, I got this, I got that. Eddie Kingston also, look, he is a grind. He is a hardworking motherfucker, and he didn't sell himself out. Remember that promo that he cut when he was like, I didn't sell my soul to the devil, and he stayed loyal and stuff like that? And I'll tell you what's fucked up. Because he didn't sell his soul to the devil, he has lost to Moxley, WWE, Miro, WWE, CM Punk, WWE. So either which way, freaking Eddie Kingston is staying loyal and stuff like that. And how does he get retreated for that? Oh, because he didn't sign with WWE, having get beat by other stars that are bigger than him. Eddie's always delivering. He delivers. Like that promo that he cut on CM Punk when he called him a stupid, low-life, scumbag, narcissistic bitch. Like, y'all remember when he cooked the shit out of him in that promo and stuff like that? And what? He ends up losing? I mean, like, it's a matter of time, and it's going to happen where they're going to stop believing in Eddie Kingston, just like how it was like with Dolph Ziggler.
Judge, may I object for 1 second?
Go ahead. Judge. Oh yeah, I can't forget I was the judge. Yeah.
Esco, what are you gonna say to him winning the Continental Classic, bro?
Yeah, he won the Continental Classic, but what good did that get for him?
Bro, the people he beat.
Yes, the people he beat and stuff like that. But you know what, though? Look, he should have got more credibility from when he started out.
Yo, save that to your phone. Save it to your phone so it's just like the one beat.
Yeah.
and play it off your Photos app.
You shot yourself in your own foot, man.
What? Wait,
So
Cam won?
Yeah, Esco kind of ethered himself. I was holding on the ether, but listen, with how stacked, the question was AEW's biggest fumble. Eddie Kingston held 3 singles titles at one time.
That was not AEW championships.
We can say what we want about Ring of Honor. That's AEW's developmental system. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just be real.
No, that's Ring of Honor.
That's AEW. They're part of AEW, bro. They're owned by the same dude. They have the same wrestlers. But I'll also say another way you ethered yourself. You also were explaining why Ricky Starks was being misused. It was.
I realized that when I was talking, I was like, "Shit."
The Adam Copeland thing, like saying, "Well, I mean, he got buried by Adam Copeland." Yeah, why is a guy like Ricky Starks getting buried by Adam Copeland? And then it was also when Cam brought up the Mark Briscoe thing. You're like, "Oh, he can't hang on to the big money matches," which is not true because the one true big money match Ricky Starks was in, the build-up, he folded MJF on the mic, and he's shown that he can hang in the main event scene and be a main draw. And then another big money match he had after that, he hung in there with Chris Jericho and gave Chris Jericho one of his best matches that year.
I mean, to be fair, maybe it's just me. I was not a fan of that Ricky Starks Chris Jericho feud. Maybe it was just my hatred towards Jericho really coming out at that point. But I was not a fan of
I remember that match good because of Ricky. But Cam, I'm on your side. You won. It was an ether. You got 2 points. He can't come back from that because honestly, Esco took the L the moment he said, "Yeah, I mean, he won. He had 3 titles." It's like, I mean, bro, 3 fucking titles compared to Ricky not having a singles title in AEW was kind of crazy. And on top of that, the Continental Classic, Eddie won the first ever one. He will always have that to his name. He won the first ever Continental Classic. And if you look at the names in the Continental Classic, there's some fucking Hall of Famers in that motherfucker. Fucking Jay White, Okada, Mark Briscoe, Jay Lethal, Moxley. Swerve is eventually going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, hey, there's Hall of Famers in there, bro. Some Hall of Famers in that bitch. So, I mean, I give Cam the 2 points.
All right, guys. Also, before we go on, I hope I don't have any more issues with audio this on the third.
No, you're good. You're great. You're good.
You're good now. Yeah, you're great.
So I tried recording on my computer with my microphone and everything to be professional since we're doing it today. Either I need a new computer or I need a new microphone. My shit sucks, so I'm back on the iPad. So,
all
right, guys.
Because the iPad's perfect. Oh man! All right, what's our topic, man? What's our topic, bro?
As soon as I saw this AEW fumble, I'm like, oh, Cam, fucking.
Yeah, I was like, no, Cam goes next.
Cam probably gonna slaughter.
Hey, for all the people that called me.
Oh my God, no! Why is everybody getting the damn?
Hey, for all the people that call me an AEW shill in the chat, they call me an AEW shill in the chat. I hope that proves I'm not an AEW shill, and I'm actually very objective. But that's just me. Why am I in here? Am I debating Mo on Victor Roman?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I don't want to go.
All right, you want to go first, or you want to choose which side you want?
Fuck. I'll go with why. I'll go with why it wasn't. I'll go with why it wasn't. I'll go with why. I'll go with why it was bad. I'll go with why it was bad.
Why it was bad?
Yeah, I'm probably going to
All
be
right,
close.
Cam. 2 minutes starts.
I'm starting.
Yeah. Oh wait. I mean, well,
Is it
since
me?
you chose, then yeah, Mo. All right, Mo. Your defense of Roman Reigns, Big Dog not being that bad starts now.
Okay, so the consensus is that Roman Reigns, when he was the big dog, was the worst thing on television, which at times, sure. But how long those times actually really last, though? Because I remember back during that time, people being like, oh, Roman's being shoved down our throats when the man was just chilling in the mid card. Now, where I will agree that Big Dog was bad was right when he came back from his injury to the Royal Rumble. That is where it was like, okay, you're fucking up. But after that, straight after WrestleMania 31 puts on a great main event, and then has a great last man standing match with the Big Show. Literally a month after that. And I think he has like a title match, which he loses, and then goes into the mid card, has a feud with Bray, so clearly not being shoved down anyone's throat. Then he gets the title. They have the WrestleMania main event with him and Triple H. Fine. But now we're in 2016, where I personally think Big Dog Roman was actually very entertaining. His title run was great. The matches with AJ were fun, and it didn't even last long. He lost to Rollins, and then he went down to the mid card again. Again, not being shoved down anyone's throats. Then after that, has a decent feud with Rusev, and then he has, personally to me, main roster feud of the year in 2017 with Braun Strowman. Those motherfuckers were tearing shit down. The matches were great. The segments are great.
30
Now,
seconds.
I feel like with Big Dog Roman, it was just a lot of complaining from people that think they're fucking bookers and think they know it all. But to me, I don't really see how exactly Roman was just so bad. Now, the bad was bad, but it was majority to me either all right or pretty good.
All right, stop that 5 seconds. Very strong argument. Very good. Very good. Very good. Something Brett doesn't know nothing about. Cam, your argument on why Big Dog Roman was fucking garbage starts now.
I want to point out why Big Dog Roman Reigns was so bad and what irreparable damage it did to Roman Reigns and WWE product at that time. That the fact that I just want to point out 2018 WWE. The fact that 2018 WWE that was the year that is the year I would argue that is the year I would really argue that the Big Dog stuff was just god awful. First off, whenever Roman Reigns came out, if Michael Cole not saying, "Here comes the Big Dog," isn't it enough to piss you off? Isn't it enough to piss you off? That's one. But two, I don't think I've ever seen. I don't even know if they did this with John Cena that much. The shit they went through to get this man just cheered and to just try to get fans into buying into Roman Reigns as the face of the company when it was clear a majority of their fan base was not rocking with it. It was just not rocking with it. And I wouldn't even argue, right? It's not like a John Cena situation where Cena had his haters and his critics as on the third, but John Cena was just so over, moving merchants down the third that, they just had, that I understand why they just went with Cena and never turned him heel. With Roman, it was just so utterly bad to the point where,
30 seconds.
With them trying to get him cheating and everything. The fact that I look at Money in the Bank 2018, where Braun Strowman was legitimately very, very over, that he won the briefcase and they turned him heel and they paired him up with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre just to try to get Roman Reigns over. Roman Reigns entered a feud with Jinder Mahal just to try to get Roman Reigns over, and they still cheered Jinder Roman Reigns. Just
all right.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Go.
So my thing with this is a lot of your argument consisted of people simply just being big ass fucking babies. And as we all know, the IWC isn't fucking real. These motherfuckers bitch and complain about everything. Even the good shit. They find a way to fucking complain. And while, yes, 2018 was rocky, when it got good, it was good. Like, his feud with Lashley was a lot of fun. Why? Because they took him away from that already reign of terror that Brock Lesnar was on. You know what I'm saying? That to me was going into that circle. It was a cloud for everybody. Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, whoever got involved in that, it was just you were in the fucking tornado, and it's just not going to be good anyway.
I can't say that you know whoever was feuding with Brock that year was not good because Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. That we can talk about the match outcome anytime you want, but that feud in particular was off. That feud in particular I thought was awesome. I thought it was very well done. The fact that they had a guy in Braun Strowman who was very, very over. It was him and Seth Rollins going back and forth each week on Raw on who the most over guy in the company was. And they put the briefcase on him and they turned him heel just to try to get Roman Reigns over. And then Roman Reigns, just to try to get Roman Reigns cheered. So that way Braun Strowman's cheers wouldn't conflict with Roman Reigns. The fact that they had a feud going into 2018 Money in the Bank where Roman Reigns, they put Roman Reigns in the feud with Jinder Mahal, one of the most hated men in the company, because they just tried to get Roman Reigns cheered, and that did not work at all. That crowd was cheering. That crowd was cheering for Roman Reigns. That crowd was cheering for Jinder Mahal.
We're talking about Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman in their Brock Lesnar feuds. Let's talk about how. Yes, sure, the Joe feud itself was good. The Strowman feud, Let's talk about their aftermaths. Joe, after that, was doing absolutely nothing. Missed WrestleMania, did nothing. Braun Strowman was fighting for a tag team title with the fucking child at WrestleMania 34 the very next year. He was so fucking over. He was fighting with a fucking child.
He said Joe missed WrestleMania because he's lost with Brock. When the fact of the matter is, Joe missed.
But he was doing nothing after that. He was doing nothing after he lost to Brock.
He was hurt. Joe missed Mania because he was hurt. The plan was to do Joe and John Cena at WrestleMania 34. Joe got hurt. That was Samoa Joe's backup plan. They was like, fuck it, we'll put him in with Cena. I'm sorry.
Fortunately, time is up, fellas. Jesus Christ. Chat, let me just say, I hate the fact that I have to pick a winner because this was actually a very, 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 very good debate. We might honestly have to bring this debate up to Malik because this was very good. What I really liked on Mo's end was he mentioned a lot when obviously the defense of Big Dog Roman not being that bad, he opened my eyes up a little bit because Big Dog Roman was in the mid card quite often, a lot. Wasn't in the main event scene as much as people thought. I feel like when it comes to Big Dog Roman, especially in the mid card, people were just upset because when he got into the feud with Rusev and with the United States title and things like that, and the Intercontinental title, people just thought the mid card titles would just throw it on Roman just because it's Roman. But Mo's not wrong. He did have entertaining feuds. His title reign in 2016 when he was WWE champion was good. Cam, on the other hand, his argument, what was very good about it was it wasn't particularly Big Dog Roman itself, but just the entity of Big Dog Roman, not only fucking Roman up himself, but also ruining others around him and others being affected by Big Dog Roman, like a Braun Strowman and things like that. However, Mo had a much more diverse argument, and Mo had a lot more points to his argument, while Cam just stayed in one place. I felt like Mo had a lot more things to keep the wheels going, and things like that. Felt like Cam was stuck for a little bit. Cam's argument was very strong, but also feel like Mo had a lot more motion on what he was defending. So I'm gonna give the win to Mo. But it was a very, very, very solid debate though.
No, that was really. I part of me thought I lost. I'm not gonna lie. Cam,
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. You low key convinced me that it was kind of it was.
Well, I thought I was the drizzle.
Damn, Mo.
Mo, I thought I was the drizzle shits. I thought this was
Bro, I thought I
Damn,
lost.
you did,
I swear to
bro.
God.
You did good.
I thought I was.
I swear
You
to
did
God, I thought
good.
I
You
lost.
did great. You did great.
You did better than me, bro. Shit.
Shut up,
What
Chris.
me and Chris are fighting over. What me and Chris beefing over, man.
Before we move on to the next topic, I just want to say, to update people what's going on. Escobar is not with us right now because his power went out. So it's been storming real bad. It's been storming real bad down here in North Carolina, and so his power. So I don't know if he'll be back on or not, but you got to see Esco. That's why.
Shouts out to
Sorry.
Esco, man.
OG.
Yeah, he got
3
himself a
to hold
W.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He got himself a W, bro.
Yeah. Very good W. All right, let's see what you and Chris are going after.
All right, Movia, bitch ass.
So
that's
far,
crazy.
chat, nobody has been able to defend the king of the Rated M throne. Nobody.
Let's see. Oh man. Okay.
What is this? Oh,
Better version of
shit.
John Cena, 2007 or 2015.
Chris, I believe in you, bro. Come on, man. Get that confidence up. It's on Mo to pick. Mo picks, and then shit.
I will defend 2007.
2007, Chris. That means you defend 2015. Mo, who do you want to go first?
Since I chose, Chris can go.
Bet.
Oh boy, Chris. 2015 United States Open Challenge John Cena. Your defense starts right now. Go ahead.
And you said it perfectly just to start off. I mean, John Cena as United States champion, man. I mean, there really wasn't much to hate. You know, it's not like he was at the top of the card or anything like that. He was chilling, and he even told Roman Reigns in a promo 2 years later. It's not a demotion. He's using that United States Championship to elevate other superstars, and he did that. He had a match with Sami Zayn, of course, on Sami Zayn's debut. Fantastic. Bro, he honestly is probably responsible for the Kevin Owens that we have now. I think Kevin Owens was the perfect first opponent for John Cena, because John Cena is that type of dude. John Cena even let Kevin Owens get his first technically main roster victory at a pay-per-view at Chamber that year as NXT champion. John Cena lost to an NXT champion. John Cena didn't take that as an L. You know?
My laptop just said "fuck me," so
Good, you good. Keep going, Chris.
But John Cena, you know, he's that kind of guy, bro. Where in 2015 specifically, he didn't want to be champion. He didn't need to be champion. He didn't need to be the top WWE champion. You know, because he didn't need to be. But that's all I got.
30 seconds. All right. Very, very good case by Chris for John in 2015. Mo, your 2 minutes for 2007 John Cena start now.
I'm kind of sad I missed his entire thing, so I can't really rebuttal anything he said. But to hype up 2007 John Cena, I think in 2007 in its entirety, I think the man was just at the top of his game character-wise. I think that was his best character. He still had that edginess to him that he didn't completely have in 2015. He started to get it back, but obviously PG constraints, right? I think the matches that he was putting on, dude went from Umaga in January, probably the best last man standing match of all time. And then he went into his tag team title run with Shawn Michaels. And, you know, he had this big collision between Batista and Taker against Shawn and Cena. That was big. And then I think John Cena that April had probably the best month I've seen from any wrestler ever. The man went from one of the best WrestleMania main events of all time to jump from that going to probably the best Monday Night Raw match ever for an hour on Raw, circles back 6 days later and has arguably the best Fatal 4-Way in the history of the company as well. And then from there, the man gave the Great Khali his two best matches ever. His two best matches ever. And then, you have the Cena and Orton feud spike up during this time, and they finally, this was the point they actually knew how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Years down the line, they kept running it back, and it was
25 seconds.
It was just not hitting. But 2007, they really got it. I think he would have lost the title regardless of No Mercy if he didn't get hurt. But that injury ended what was, to me, John Cena's strongest year if we're going from an overall aspect. I'll give 2015 in ring in terms of his peak, but
all right, very strong arguments, both sides. Your 3 minutes going back and forth will start now.
I'm telling you, there is no better way to start the year in 2015 than that triple threat match they had, the Rumble.
Mm-hmm. It was a great triple threat, but if we're looking at the match, if we're being honest, John Cena was the third wheel in that match. It was about Seth and it was about Brock. John Cena was never a third wheel in 2007 ever. He was the man.
Yeah, but in 2015, at that point, like I was saying before, bro, he didn't need to be the center of attention. He was using his name to elevate others. Rollins.
Yeah.
Not to mention he dropped the title to Rollins at SummerSlam later that year.
He did, but let's talk about that match finish. He lost the title because of John.
You can talk about fuckery if you want, but a dub is a dub.
Sure, but there's no fuckery on my end. It was just straight up great matches with great finishes every time.
John Cena had no problem taking a back seat, which makes him the GOAT. He wants to see the business flourish. He wants to see everybody grow.
Yeah, but I think at the in 2007 compared to 2015, he was in different points in his career. 2007, he was at the beginning of him being the man. So this was his time to establish himself. And I think during this time, he gave us what I will consider the second best world title reign in the history of the company. Now,
did it need to go over a year?
It didn't drag. There was no point that it really dragged. Did it need to go a year? No. But during that time, he was just putting on great work. Like, the man gave Great Khali great matches. I don't know what to say about that. Like, the Great Khali.
Cena put Rusev on the map, bro. Changed my mind.
No,
Cena put Rusev on the map.
Rusev's streak is what put him on the map to me. Him squashing fools, winning the U.S. title, coming in on the freaking tank. That's what established Rusev. I don't know if John Cena exactly established anybody in 2015. What I think he did was rectify what the internet was saying about him, which wasn't really true. It was just people had their panties in a bunch about John Cena.
Okay.
30 seconds.
That's all I got.
Yeah, low key, I think I'm good too, bro.
All right. So on Chris's end, Khris, obviously, anybody that brings up 2015 John Cena, they're going to talk about how Cena took a backseat when he was arguably still the most popular wrestler on the fucking planet around this time, where Cena was still arguably the face of the company at the time. Took a backseat, took a mid-card championship, gave eyes to a lot of people that weren't getting any opportunities, weren't getting any time. Also put the spotlight on two of NXT's biggest developmental talents at that time frame, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Also mentioning, like, without that Kevin Owens feud, who knows if Kevin Owens is still the same guy he is today on the main roster. So Khris did a lot explaining the United States Championship. Mo, on the other hand, could have used the WWE Championship run in 2007 to be the center of his argument, but he actually went out of that and mentioned the other great matches he was having and mentioning just the overall year John Cena was having in 2007. But Mo also did a great job. I mean, Great Khali, two good matches. I mean, that shit is crazy. I will say though, Chris did have very strong arguments regarding the U.S. title. But Chris, I like in 2015 with John Cena. Most people don't know this, but obviously a lot of people still consider John Cena probably the greatest United States champion of all time. But what also really solidified him was not only the run that he was having with the United States title, but the fact that that year made him have the most United States championships of all time. Most people don't know that John has the most U.S. title reigns of all time. He's at number 1 with 5. Most people don't know that. But little things like that help solidify his case. So if you would have brought little things up like that more, that really done well. But Mo was bringing up things outside of the matches and how well the company was doing at the time too. So I'm gonna say Mo because if he really did bring in the world title and how good the world title reign was, it really would have been bad. But Chris' argument was not bad at all. Just wish he would have went in depth into more about 2015. But it was good though.
Speaking of the great
Bo said Cena's a monster to go against, man. Don't feel bad.
Speaking of the great Khali, for those who don't know, speaking of the great Khali, I will be at WrestleCade.
Mute him. We're not doing this today. We're not doing this today.
Oh, we got to change the header too.
My laptop is dead at the moment. So
man,
we won't bring the wheel up.
Bro.
Yeah, we won't bring the wheel up right now. But what we can do, Lewis, I think you have the list right of topics.
Yes, sir.
All right. And yeah, just pick one of those that we haven't done already.
Bet I'm gonna put a check mark.
Okay,
actually, I'm gonna pick one where all three. Hey, Chris, how you doing? I'm actually gonna pick one where all three of you guys can participate. How about that?
Okay, works for me.
Okay, well, while we wait for that,
all right, to my bed, I just gotta put an emoji next to the ones that.
I made a promise that I will get a video shout out for the channel.
Mute his mic. Cut his mic.
Bro, do you wanna get banned?
As long as it's not Omos, bro, I don't care.
Oh. What's wrong with Omos?
What isn't wrong with Omos, bro? You should have made this a topic.
He's a great guy, bro. He reads comics, bro. He watches anime, bro. Like,
what does that have to do with anything?
He collects action figures.
His action figures have more aura than him.
So Zack Ryder can make being on the internet his entire gimmick, but the moment Omos does it, it's racist. It's crazy.
Guess what, bro? Newsflash: Zack Ryder can wrestle.
Yeah, because Omos taught him. Stop playing, man.
You want to tell me the last time Omos had a promo, let alone a match?
All right, fellas. All right, fellas.
Like test out fragrances on this channel, bro. Like nothing tests out like summer fragrances on this channel.
All right, fellas. We got. I'm trying to think which. Actually, this is a very good one. This is a very super open-ended question because I don't think there's too many wrong answers for this one. Your argument just got to be good. The question I'm going to choose for the three of y'all is who should be John Cena's last opponent? Hypothetical too. I don't give a fuck if they're in the company or not. You want to say Edge? Go the fuck ahead. I don't give a shit. Okay, we're having fun with this, but it's a super open-ended question. Because if your argument is really good, depending on who you choose, it can sound nice. But that's the question I got for y'all. Who should be John Cena's last opponent? Mo is actually the leader, so we got to put Mo there. So I believe Mo's in first with 2. Actually, both of y'all, Cam and Mo, both of y'all are tied for 2. So both are tied for first right now. Chris got to get on the board, but it's all good. And since there's no way how to order this, Mo, I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh boy.
Who should John Cena's last opponent be? Let me know when you thought of a name. I'm gonna give y'all a minute.
Okay,
Give
all
y'all
right.
a minute.
Because I'm
Minute
between
timer.
two guys. I'm not sure.
I'm with you. If I thought of this question, I would have.
One's like a fantasy land answer, and the other one's like a real answer.
Trust me, I think I probably know what that one is.
Yep.
Randy, I should ban you. Stop saying Randy. I should ban your ass. I need to stop.
Why do
with
people
that,
want this mid-ass man?
I don't want that mid-ass match. Plus, John Cena needs an asthma pump every time he wrestles. I don't think I want to see two fucking senior citizens. Randy can still wrestle though.
All right, I got one.
All right, hey buddy, Mosiv, Movia.
Fuck no.
Your timer starts now, buddy. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Go.
So I just decided to go with Fantasyland. Fuck it. I want Edge. Okay. Those two are each other's greatest rival. The way for me, it's not just John Cena's exit; it's Edge's as well. If we could get that to happen, for me, I feel like Edge, his departure just felt kind of abrupt. Yeah, sure, they did the whole thing of the pyro and all that, but it was an anniversary celebration. They never said, "Oh, this is Edge's last match," or "Oh, this is our goodbye to Edge." It was just assumed that this was the goodbye for Edge.
One injury.
He had to. The tricep, but yeah, I just think Edge deserved a better send off. I think Cena going out against his final rival, which I'm sad that they didn't. Especially because they didn't get another match again when they were both in the company, especially 2021. They didn't have it. They didn't have an interaction. They didn't have a match. Nothing. I thought that was a bit of a disappointment. That was my personal biggest disappointment from Edge's return. Them not having any kind of interaction whatsoever. But yeah, I think Edge should be his final opponent.
Is that it? 35 seconds?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Mo got Edge. No surprise there. Cam, my favorite person on the fucking planet, Cam. Crash out Cam.
Okay.
John Cena's final opponent? No.
All right. So when I decided when I was coming up with names of who should be John Cena's final opponent, I immediately eliminated every young guy on the roster because at this point, with John Cena coming back and him losing so much, I don't think beating John Cena does anything for anybody, even though the man is the greatest of all time, because the man has lost so fucking much. Now, granted, he is bulletproof, but because the man has lost so much, I cannot say that a victory over John Cena really means anything. So, for this year, I have two people in mind, and I think they're two of his greatest rivals of all time. One, I have Randy Orton, and the other one, I have CM Punk. The other one, I have
pick one.
You
Gotta
look
pick
at.
one.
Okay, I'm going with CM Punk here. Okay, I'm going with CM Punk. Okay, I'm going with CM. You look at the few that really turned CM Punk into a household name and into a mega star. It was his feud with John Cena. It was John Cena, CM Punk. It was his feud with John Cena. It was John Cena, CM Punk. Those two men, they were so polar opposites of each other. Punk, I don't know when Punk is going to decide to hang it up. We know Cena's going to decide to hang it up next year. John Cena and CM Punk, they never had bad matches, and I know that CM Punk and John Cena are a bit older, and they're not what they used to be in the ring anymore. But still, though, you look at the story that can be told with John Cena, but still, though, you look at the story that can be told with John Cena and CM Punk, the fact that it would still be a pretty big money match, and it's a good way to have John Cena right off into the sunset. I got to go with CM Punk for this one. I think CM Punk working with John Cena in his last ever match would do work. I think it would do wonders. It would do wonders.
10 seconds.
Sorry, it would do wonders. It would do wonders. Excuse me, going for John Cena's last match, so I'm going with CM Punk.
Okay, Khris. John Cena's last opponent. 2-minute timer starts now.
All right, now I had to think about this for a little minute, but I think I would have to go with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and I think I'd have to go with Cody Rhodes for the simple fact of let's just assume by this time he's still the world champion. I would do this is John Cena's last chance at 17. Make this Cena's last attempt at 17. You got the all-time, in my opinion, all-time face of WWE versus the current face of WWE. John, if you want number 17, bro, you gotta go through the number 1 right now. You know, John will essentially be facing himself. You know, almost in like a passing of the torch moment. You know, Cody Rhodes. I don't know if I would have Cody win. I mean, lose, but John Cena as to even have that match on your accolades, win or loss, that's a dub. This version of Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, this version, I'm gonna have to go with Cody Rhodes, man.
All right, I don't know how you guys want me to do the rebuttal thing. I don't know if you guys want me to do a 3-way or if you guys want me to just. You want to do the 3-way? 3-way rebuttal?
Free five.
Yeah, fuck
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Free five.
All right, now 3 minutes now.
Cam, why the hell do you want to see CM Punk?
I'm gonna eat their cams right now. I'm gonna eat their cams. I'm
Why y'all jumping Cam?
Why the hell you want to see CM Punk, bro?
Here's why.
I wouldn't mind it.
Why I say Edge and Cena's last match wasn't even their Backlash last man standing match, which would have been a good write-off to their shit. It was a random match on Monday Night Raw that was 7 minutes long that nobody remembers. CM Punk and John Cena's last match was one of the best TV matches ever. They never need to tarnish the greatness of that match. It's like when Taker and Triple H fought after end of an era. We don't want to see that shit again. Now, for Chris's, I'm gonna say this real quick. If you want Cody to remain a babyface and not be the reason Cena doesn't get 17, I don't know.
Okay, but I don't think do people want to see him break it that bad though? At the expense of Cody with everything we got through? No, with everything we got through with Cody Rhodes. No.
It don't have to be the WWE. Who said it got to be the WWE title?
I'm just saying, in essence.
My thing is, what torch does Cody need? He got his torch at WrestleMania 40.
It would stamp.
It
would stamp his name in history, bro.
I like this guy.
Of course, but you got the Romans, but Cena is the face all time.
Can't have shit.
And who lost to Roman, right? It was Cena, right?
Because Cena had to whip his ass into shape years earlier. Bro couldn't even cut a promo.
Cena ain't been the face of the company since what, 2017?
So what?
It's a long fucking time. It's like 7 years, right?
You're done.
Yeah, 7 years.
He's cut.
Cam, please don't let this be a legacy. You haven't said shit.
Fight back.
I can't say Edge out of the Copeland.
Yeah, why the fuck you want to see Edge grandpa ass?
I had to be realistic
because he can still wrestle
not coming back
and not get hurt.
He got hurt one time.
Edge is under AEW contract, so I can't say Edge and John.
Oh man,
I did say hypothetically, Cam. I did say hypothetically.
Oh, never mind.
Ether beat.
But that doesn't change the fact that you want to see a grandpa in a match, bro.
A grandpa that can still wrestle
and not get hurt.
Minoru Suzuki, and he's a murder grandpa.
Cody Rhodes is probably the safest option you got. Tyler, no title. Just for the simple fact that people get to walk away from the match happy and not hurt.
They gonna be mad because Cena didn't get 17.
I like this guy.
I promise you, bro. Nobody would be mad. It would suck you in, bro. It would suck you in.
I have to break up the fight.
A lot of people hate Cena.
Malik,
Chris.
kill John Cena. Are you trying to kill John Cena?
Order in the court, assholes. I'm the judge here.
All right.
You suckers. God
this
damn
laptop
it.
doesn't turn on.
Lo siento.
Before I call Michael Blackson to flame all you motherfuckers. All right. I'm gonna say off rip, Cam. The fact that you ain't fight back, you gotta get canned. I'm sorry. you, you didn't fight back, Cam. I don't know why. I rooted for you, man. I will say, Mo's answer is self-explanatory. That's the ruthless aggression era. Like I don't know how much more Mo could explain that. I mean, that final match. I mean, that's it. That's self-explanatory. Wait, y'all want more time? I mean, if the people want more time for their rebuttals, I mean, I can give y'all another 2 minutes because people said more time. I'll give y'all more time. Cam, I'm gonna give you a chance to redeem yourself.
Cam, you better
I'll let
talk.
Cam. Yeah, I'll let Cam come back.
I don't want more time. I'm good. I got cooked in the way.
You got nothing to say about Cody Rhodes?
Come on, Cam.
You got nothing to say about Cody Rhodes?
Eat their beat.
Cam, I don't want to eat their beat. Come on.
John Cena and Cody Rhodes, that is going to get Cody Rhodes booed. That is going to get Cody Rhodes booed, and that is going to get if you want Cody Rhodes to turn heel, put him in there with John Cena.
I mean, if we're being honest, at this rate, it's probably going to happen anyway. So just speed it up a little bit. At least then he can say like he is that dude, even though he already is.
Do you want John Cena's last match to be a sad moment, or would you rather it two legends?
His last match is going to be a sad moment, regardless.
Because here's the thing: nobody's affected if Edge wins. Nobody's affected if Cena wins. It's everyone's happy. They both go away on a legacy match.
No one's affected if CM Punk or Edge win either. So if CM Punk wins,
that match should not. No, don't tarnish their last match.
CM Punk would get hurt on the collar and elbow.
Wow.
I mean, if
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Where's the line? I love me some people.
1 minute.
CM Punk. You can. No.
Cam, please defend. Cam,
Cam
please,
Cook.
bro. I'm begging.
Defend your pick, bro.
Or else me and Chris each get a point for the ether.
just give Mo Chris a point.
No.
Come on, dog.
No, fight back.
Fight back, nigga.
Oh my God. Mo unintentionally takes the lead. I believe he has 3. Chris has 1. Now for the real
I will
winner.
take it.
Now for the real winner. So back to what I was saying about Mo bitch ass.
Movia.
So back to what I was saying about Mo. I mean, Edge and Cena, that's self-explanatory, dude. I mean, that's the ruthless aggression era. That match would sell. The build would be insane. I mean, there's not much more I can say about it. I mean, that thing writes itself. Chris bringing up Cody is very, very, very interesting. And at first, I was like, I don't know about that one, Chris. But Chris actually got motion on to his argument. Essentially, Cena facing Cody for number 17, it's basically Cena looking at himself in the mirror. And I was like, that's totally true. And the buildup of it, of Cody saying, if you want number 17, then you have to go through the number 1, which is me right now, because Cody is pretty much the face of the company right now, since Roman's not here. It makes sense. Now, the only thing, and Chris can't answer this because, he had his chance. The only thing that would worry me, about this match is, depending how the outcome goes, I feel like turning Cody heel after would be a big miss if he didn't turn heel. That's my only concern. Because I don't see anybody booing either of these guys, but if you retire a guy like John Cena, that screams heel work to me, personally. But I will say, though, for what Mo to bring up about Cena's last moment being sad, Chris actually did counter it with the great point that it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter how he goes out or whatever. His last match is going to be sad regardless. Which is, you look at Ric Flair at WrestleMania. You look at Undertaker Boneyard. You look at all the other. You look at Trish Stratus in the Ruth Era against Lita when that was her last match. Every match is gonna be sad. So Khris, you actually won a debate, buddy. I'm gonna give it to you. You actually countered and you actually did a solid argument.
Family, we did it.
Before we
You actually
Nice
did.
because
You
it
didn't
sounds like
give up. You didn't give up. So I'm gonna give it to you. That was actually really good.
before we move on,
Respect.
before we move on to the next debate, a little bit of breaking news. You ain't been living under a rock. They set up. They did an angle at the San Diego Comic Con, and it is official. It'll be Mercedes Moné defending her TBS championship against Britt Baker at All In. So there you go.
I mean, why that had to be an angle? Why that? Why couldn't you just announce it? We knew that match was gonna happen.
I don't know, but they did an angle at Comic Con. So there you go.
Ain't nobody rocking
But-
with the CEO.
Lewis, real quick, one more time. Just choose randomly. My laptop's on. I'm just gonna let it charge a little bit before I get back on it.
Tato. All right. So current score: Mo has one. Mo has one. Mo has 3. Khris has 2. Cam has 2. So both of you guys tied for second. Khris, you are actually king of the mountain right now, and you actually put out a good debate. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you didn't rebuttal that his last match is gonna be sad regardless, I would have picked Mo. Mo because when he brought up like, you're not gonna turn Cody heel, I was like, should. If you would have said that, yeah, that would have. But you bounce back, which is all that fucking
Name
matters.
of the game, man.
Mama, I made it.
All right, this is another one that might get emotional because I assume the person that you guys are going to choose, you guys are probably big fans of this person. But we're going to go with the best wrestler to never win a world title.
Is this a 3-way?
Yeah,
Okay.
Tree-way.
See, I've been thinking about this one since I made that one. I still don't know.
Boy, I would have Shelton Benjamin my way up in this bitch, boy. I would have, boy. I would have Shelton Benjamin my way into this bitch, boy. I tell you, that would have been my answer. I don't even need to think about that. He's number 1 all day. There's a lot.
Okay, I got 2 in my head, but one I can really like argue for real.
Malik Murray. Hold on one second.
I'm gonna give y'all a minute to think about. Give
Hold
y'all
on
a
one
minute to really.
Malik Murray. That is not accurate. Okay, that is not accurate. Are we talking? Hold on. Are we talking WWE or are we talking world title in
You
general?
stick with WWE, yeah. WCW don't count. Don't.
That shit dead.
Yeah, that shit been gone, gang.
That shit dead.
All right.
Yeah, I got my guy, but Khris.
Cam, y'all have your answer?
Cam,
Cam, you got your answer? You got yours? Khris, do you have yours?
Nah, I'm
It's a loaded. It's a loaded ass question. I get it.
It is.
Ric Flair was dead ass in WWE in his prime for a year and really had a better career than like 90% of people. It's crazy.
Facts, bro. Won a Royal Rumble, 2 world titles. Like, what the fuck?
I don't. Yeah, he really did, bro. Oh my god, people so lucky Ric Flair went there longer. Oh my god,
He'd be higher up on people's lists. He'd be higher up on.
He'd probably be the GOAT. He'd probably be.
I think I got one.
He'd probably no less. He'd be no less than 5 for sure.
I had to narrow mine down, but I'm ready.
All right, let me. All right,
Khris, you choosing?
Am I going first?
Khris is actually king of the mountain, so I'm gonna put you up top. I mean, if you want, you can choose who can go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right, 2-minute timer starting now.
All right. I think the best wrestler to never win a WWE championship has to be, in my opinion, Luke Harper. Especially, I really truly do think there was a time to strike in late 2016, early 2017, when they were doing the whole Randy and Wyatt family thing, when Luke Harper came back, I personally would have done the match at Mania. I would have had Luke Harper go through Randy to get to Bray. Bray being so obsessed with having Randy on his side, Luke Harper being like, "Fuck that! This isn't what we do. He's not a part of the family." I think Luke Harper is Luke. I would have had Luke Harper try to break through. And honestly, I think Luke Harper would have had a decent run with it. I think he would have had a better reign with Bray Wyatt, which isn't really saying much. And I think it could. I really do think him as WWE, him not being WWE champion is a fat miss, because you saw what he did with the IC title in those title matches. Now add a major title to that. That man could cook. Give that man a prominent Mania spot, and he could steal the show. That's all I got.
Very off the wall pick. Not mad at it though. Put together a solid argument. Now you get to choose who goes next.
Considering I can't see Mo right now, I'm gonna say Cam.
Cam.
Right here. That's racist. No boy.
All right, my pick.
Cam.
All right, my
2 minutes
pick.
go now.
All right, my pick is Owen Hart. My pick is Owen Hart. In particular, I look at what the man did in 1994 in his feud with Bret Hart. In his feud with Bret Hart, I think that feud would have been elevated so much more if it was Bret chasing Owen to get the belt back, in particular going into SummerSlam, instead of Owen trying to chase Bret for the title. And instead of Owen trying to chase Bret for the title. Like the obvious, and like the story of the feud was, brother versus brother. Owen trying to show that, he was better than Bret Hart. Could you imagine if Owen Hart won the WWE title and in SummerSlam that year, or the SummerSlam match? Is Bret Hart trying to get the WWE Championship back from Owen Hart? So I think 94 in particular would have been a great period. Because I think 94 in particular would have been a great period for Owen Hart. Also, I think 1995, 1996, I don't think Owen Hart would have been one of these guys who you put the WWE Championship on, and we going to put the WWE Championship on Owen, and we going to ride. We going to put the WWE Championship on Owen, and we going to ride Owen Hart as our guy for the next 6 months. I think he could have been a guy who won the title, had a month, 2 months with it, and then he drops it to whoever babyface you're trying to push. Whether that be Shawn Michaels, whether that be Bret, whether that be whether that be Diesel, whether that be Diesel. I think Owen Hart would have I think Owen Hart would have fit a lot better into that role, and I think it's absolutely criminal how he's never held the World Championship. All except the fact that the man could do it all. He could talk, he could wrestle. He could talk, he could wrestle. He's very entertaining as a heel or a babyface. In particular, as a heel, I think Owen Hart as a heel WWE champion would have been great. So I'm going with Owen Hart this month.
Very, very strong argument for Owen Hart. Can't go wrong with Owen Hart. He was that guy, pal. Mo, your 2-minute timer starts now.
Roddy Piper.
Oh, boy.
How the hell does the biggest heel of one of the biggest boom periods in professional wrestling not win one world title? And I will tell you exactly when Roddy Piper should have been WWF champion. And that is going into WrestleMania 2. Imagine WrestleMania 2 being main evented by heel champion Roddy Piper going up against Hulk Hogan, chasing babyface Hulk Hogan. I guarantee you that would have drew more money, and I guarantee you WrestleMania 2 would be looked at much more fondly than it is right now. To me, Roddy Piper not being a WWE champion, I don't think he won a world title in any major fed. The fact that he hasn't won a world title in any major fed makes me sick to this day. And for a guy that is arguably top 25, bro, and he hasn't even won a world title, imagine where he would be all time right now if he did win a world title. And he would have been a great champion. One of the best mic workers of all time. Good in the ring. I don't know about like amazing, but pretty good in the ring. Literally, the man can draw heat like nobody else. Only person in his era to me that could have drew heat like him was Bobby Heenan. There's no other competitor that could have drew heat like him. That's it.
All right. Three very good arguments. Three very good arguments. And shit. 3-minute rebuttal. So just so everybody's aware, Khris was caping for Luke Harper. Cam was caping for Owen Hart, and Mo was caping for Roddy Piper. So your 3 minutes starts to rebuttal now. Have fun.
So 2016 post draft SmackDown. They weren't loaded, bro. You absolutely could have gotten away with Luke Harper as champion. You didn't even have to be for that long.
I went with Owen. I went with Owen Hart. I went with Owen Hart because Owen Hart. Yeah, I went with Owen Hart because Owen Hart feuded. I think with every big name of like the new generation period, even though that was a really bad period, he feuded with every big name. I think he feuded with Davey Boy. I think he feuded with Davey Boy. He feuded with Shawn Michaels, obviously. He feuded with Bret, obviously. The only big name he didn't really feud with was Kevin, was Diesel. And I just don't understand how in 1995 in particular, which is the worst fucking year WWE's ever had creatively, how you don't, instead of Diesel having to defend the WWE Championship against people like fucking Mabel and Sid, and against people like Mabel and Sid, I don't understand how you just don't throw Owen Hart in there and give Owen Hart a quick, even if it's a quick 1 month reign with the title, then Diesel drops. I just don't understand how you don't go with Owen Hart in that particular scenario, how you go with Owen Hart in that particular scenario. And the SummerSlam match between Owen Hart and Bret Hart, in my opinion, that is the greatest SummerSlam match of all time. Could you imagine how much better it could be? Or could you imagine how much better that match would have been if it was Bret trying to get the championship back from Owen Hart instead of Owen trying to win the championship back? I think it would have. I think it could have been a lot. I think it could have been a lot better. I think that could have been a lot better. I get where you're coming from with Roddy Piper. I do, but I can't say they would have made more money off of it because the fact of the matter is they already made gangbuster money off of it, and Piper was no doubt a really big part in what they're trying to do.
I'm going for the ether right here. Which one of our guys ranks higher all time?
Piper.
Ether. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Bro, listen to me right now,
Nothing
bro. They put the strap on Jinder Mahal. If you can put the strap on Jinder, you can put it on Luke Harper.
And if you put it on Jinder, you could have put it on Piper. I could say that for everybody.
Okay, but Harper and Jinder were within a year of each other.
Piper does rank higher, but we'd be looking at Owen Hart. I don't think we'd be looking at Owen Hart the same way we do Roddy Piper, but Owen Hart would be a lot higher if the man actually was a multi-time WWE champion.
Same with Piper.
For a long ass time. I think Owen Hart would be looked at in that light. I think he looked at it a lot more.
Same with Piper. The man won one IC title that he held for like 2 months, and he ranks higher than any of your guys does. One. That's the only title he ever won in the WWF. One.
All right, time's up. So, chat, just so you're aware, I don't give a shit about names. The only thing I care about is if you can create a compelling argument for that name. Process of eliminate. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. Khris, you actually put together another solid argument for your person. You brought up that Jinder was fucking champion. Brought up that Luke Harper. You brought up a story that could have worked with Luke Harper eventually going after Bray Wyatt. I think a lot of this has to do with just Luke Harper being a big miss in general in WWE because we saw him as Brody Lee in AEW, and he was so limited in WWE. But you also mentioned, when he was IC champion, the matches he was having, like he was also a really good worker. But put together a very solid argument for Luke Harper. Like you said, if you could throw it on Jinder, you can throw it on Luke Harper. The story you put together does make sense for it, not going to lie. So you put together a very solid argument for Luke Harper. Cam, you said pretty much anything that could be said about Owen Hart. I mean, how do you not throw a world title on Owen Hart? Like the story that you brought up in 1994 about Brett going after Owen Hart and how, we had people like fucking Sid as WWE champion and not fucking Owen Hart. That is ridiculous. Mo, on the other hand, brought up Piper, who's the fact that he hasn't won a world title is also fucking crazy. The fact Piper literally, factually, was the hottest heel on the planet, the hottest heel, just one of the hottest guys in pro wrestling period at a time with fucking Warrior and Hogan and shit, and he doesn't win a world title. I will say though, I'm gonna eliminate Cam because Cam, after the 1994 booking, didn't really say much about Owen on that accord.
I
So I'm
didn't
gonna
bring
eliminate Cam.
up. Sorry.
You said what?
I didn't bring up 95, but all right.
Mickey. Mickey. Khris brought up, so originally Khris brought up, he brought up the booking of the story, and then once we got into the rebuttal stage, he brought up the Jinder Mahal shit, brought up the matches he was having. I will say, though, I'm going to give this round to Mo because the Ether was holding one IC title and being ranked above everybody else, and the fact that Owen technically did more in the WWF and Piper still ranks higher and is arguably top 25. It's crazy. And Mo's nasty because Mo and I have had private conversations about this. I fucking love Piper. So Piper, that's the guy. But I'm not doing it out of straight biasness though. I mean, those simple points were just enough. I mean, the fact that the guy only won one fucking title and still ranks ahead of most guys. Like, imagine if he did win the world title, the conversation, he'd probably be a top 10 lock. Not even closing.
I was debating Piper and Mo. The one thing I would have added, to your argument, because I did have Piper originally performing with Owen, but the one thing I would have added to your argument is that, right, and why I agree with Piper in the end, even though I had Owen Hart, I agree with Piper. You look at what the NWA did with Ric Flair, the fact that Ric Flair, as like a heel champion in the 80s, made like 3 or 4 different baby faces. Like we have Flair Dusty, then after Dusty, we have Flair Steamboat. After Flair Steamboat, we have Flair Luger. And like after Luger, like you look at like Flair, like he was so good as a heel, he made like 4 other like legitimate stars for the NWA. You could have argued if they put the championship on Piper, they done the same thing. Like you obviously have Hogan, but like you obviously have Hogan, but like you could have you could have done like Mr. Wonder. You could have done like Paul Orndorff before they turned Orndorff heel, or like Jim Duggan, or like Piper and Jim Duggan, or like Piper and like somebody else. But like I get what you Piper and somebody else. Look, I get what you.
For me, it was either Piper or Razor. I was like really in between, but I was like, I think I can make a stronger argument for Piper, to be honest. But my laptop is back up, so we can get the wheel going.
But
let's get that back on the screen, man.
Buddy.
Go.
Very good arguments, though. Y'all very
no cap.
Very good shit.
No cap.
I'm trying, man.
Let's get it.
You're selling yourself short, Khris.
Let's get it. What is?
I just don't think I got it like that, but I'm trying.
Clearly do. You got it.
Give me Cam.
God
give me
damn
Cam.
it.
Give me Cam.
Oh, God.
I don't want to do this. I'm
You have to. You've been summoned.
I'm tired of
Why is this here? Who agreed to this?
I'm tired of this.
Cam hates it here.
I'm tired of debating money in the bank. I'm tired of it.
Bro, you're the one who started this.
You did start this shit, bro. You might as well.
There's a reason I put this on the list.
I'm tired of this.
Mo was praying for this and it happened.
All right.
Just to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. Oh shit.
Go ahead, Cam. I'll let you start.
Oh god. Okay. why, in my opinion, the Money in the Bank concept should go away. First off, Money in the Bank has been a great. First off, Money in the Bank has
Did you
been.
stop the timer?
My bad. My bad. I'll fucking texting my brother.
You good?
All right. Can I go?
The timer. No.
Okay. All right. Why I think Money in the Bank should go away. Right. While it has done a lot of good for a lot of people, right? For a lot of people, and it is one of the more exciting aspects of WWE television all year. I just think we're at a point. I just think we're at a point with Money in the Bank. I just think we're at a point with Money in the Bank to where I really don't really see the value of people really holding it like that, or people really wanting the briefcase, or people really wanting the or people really wanting the briefcase like that anymore. I mean, look, if you're gonna be made out to be a world champion, you're gonna get that world title push regardless of whether or not you have Money in the Bank briefcase or not. I think Damian Priest would have eventually got this push even if he didn't cash Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. I think he probably the title shot at Backlash or something like that, right? I think Io Sky would have eventually got that spot anyway. I mean, Io Sky would have eventually got that spot anyway. You look at the fact that Money in the Bank for a lot of people one is an insurance. Now, like I look at this year, for example, where it's the big point of it, where like Drew McIntyre was the favorite to win Money in the Bank, and he won Money in the Bank to further the story with CM Punk. But it's been a story that they've been telling for basically since Punk got back, which is CM Punk fucking over Drew McIntyre. And nobody else in Money in the Bank really had a fucking shot at winning it because I just don't see anybody else in that match as world championship guys. And you look at the fact that I think Edge would have eventually got into the main event scene anyway, even before he won Money in the Bank. I think he would have gotten to that. Well, I think he would have gotten to the world title scene anyway. Daniel Bryan, I think he would have gotten to the world title scene anyway. It has done wonders for a lot of people. It really has. But I just cannot help to think that many people look at Money in the Bank as fluke. That people look at Money in the Bank as a fluke world title win, and I just do not agree with devaluing your world title at all. So that was a really shitty argument. But there you go.
No, it actually wasn't. It actually wasn't. Don't say yourself short. It actually wasn't. If it was shitty, I would have told you. Believe me, you know that. All right, Moses. Why are you looking like yo? Stop that. Stop that face. Stop that. Your 2 minutes, Mo Siv, Mo Via, Mo, the great Mo Lee, starts now. Starting now. Come on.
Anyway, that contract don't need to go nowhere. All right. You mentioned the guys that are elevated. It elevated them for a reason. It's a good concept. If you get rid of it, you can't really like. For me, it's not the fact that Money in the Bank as a concept is bad. I think for me, it's them not understanding what they actually have, and it's the fact that this senile old fuck was able to pull it off just fine. He pulled, well, not all the time, but he pulled it off with Edge, made him look great. RVD's cash in was amazing. I don't think you get the one night stand moment if you don't have that contract there. CM Punk elevated him, especially the second time. Daniel Bryan, his cash in pretty much led to the yes movement. For me, I think Seth Rollins, obviously, I can keep going, but I think that Money in the Bank, when used properly, can really, really create new stars. And it could be used as that bridge for somebody to go from mid card to main event overnight.
All right. 3-minute rebuttal starts now.
Okay, you said pushing somebody into the. Okay, you said pushing somebody into the main event scene. From Mick Carter, turning somebody turning somebody to a main eventer overnight, and from Mick Carter main event overnight. Personally, I'm in the thing of, instead of trying to speed and instead of trying to rush people into the main event scene, I think instead of trying to rush people into the main event scene, I'm a believer of if you're meant to be a main event guy and you're meant to be in the position that you're in, you're eventually going to get to that position. Now, we can look at people. We can look at people in the anomaly like Bryan Danielson and CM Punk, who I don't think had a shot at hell at I don't think had a shot of hell at becoming until they won the Money in the Bank briefcase. But a guy like Edge, I can't say that for. But a guy like Edge, I can't say that for because I know Edge was a mid-card guy before he won Money in the Bank. But the fact of the matter is, I think Edge would have eventually been pushed into the main event scene anyway, and I think he probably would end up having the legendary career that he ended up having anyway, even if he did not win Money in the Bank. I think Damian Priest would have got to the spot he's in now as the world champion, even if he did not win Money in the Bank. Or even if he did not win Money in the Bank. I think Io Sky would have eventually got there. I think Seth Rollins would have eventually got there. I think Seth Rollins would have eventually got there. I can't sit there and say
minute 30, fellas. Minute 30.
And also, you look at the title reigns with Money in the Bank. How many people who have won or who have cashed in their Money in the Bank briefcase system? How many people have gone on to have great championship reigns out of Money in the Bank? Out of everyone I can think of, I can really only think of one person. Maybe I can think of more, but I can really only think of one person, and that's Bayley in 2019. When she won Money in the Bank 2019, that saved her career on SmackDown and everything like that. But outside of that, I can't think of a Money in the Bank briefcase holder who's won Money in the Bank and it's gone on to have a great championship reign just in terms of how they're booked and everything. And it's actually presented as this is the top dog in the company that can't nobody fuck with. Instead of people looking at it like, bruh, you won the title because bruh, you only won the title. Bruh, you ain't won the title in a legitimate match, bruh. You didn't win the title in a legitimate match, bruh. You won the title.
Oh, you got 30 seconds to rebuttal, gang.
Fight back on that specific point. We still respect Edge despite him winning every single title on some bullshit with or without a fucking briefcase. That's one. Two. Just because your reign after Money in the Bank is shit is because your fucking booker is
15.
a dumbass. The concept itself is just fine. It's not the concept's fault that the booker don't know what the fuck he doing.
I can't. Look, I just look at it and I just don't see the need for Money in the Bank getting more.
I'll give y'all extra 2 minutes. See, Mo barely got to talk.
I was done.
Oh, y'all was done. All right. Actually, Cam, I'm gonna give you more time. 2 minutes, because it seems like you really want to rebuttal that.
I just don't see the need for Money in the Bank anymore. When you look at the fact, that in order to win, when you look at the fact that in order to cash in Money in the Bank successfully, one, how they do it 99% of the time, and how of the time it's the guy, he already had a match previously. Now I'm gonna come out and just cash in my Money in the Bank. I think it would do a whole lot. I think it would do a whole lot more and mean a whole lot more. Even if you have to cheat to win the match, I think it would do a whole lot more if you go through a full length match and you win the title that way. And I look at
so you could cheat or you could cheat.
And I look at this. Right? MJF, right? When AEW had their version of Money in the Bank with the
no, not the same.
Cam, no.
Money in the Bank.
Bro, Mo is crying right now.
It was at that moment when he said, "Oh, so either you can cheat or you can cheat." I was like, "All right."
That
bro,
moment, I was like, "Oh my goodness,
you
it's
can't,
over.
bro. I'm sorry,
It's
Kel."
over."
You know what Mo got me thinking when he said, when he said Money in the Bank, like it's obviously you to elevate guys who are, who can't break through the glass ceiling, glass ceiling. And when Cam was arguing, it really made me think of like how bad the WWE's like mid card would be, or like how stale it would be after a while if we didn't have Money in the Bank. And then you know what I remember? You know what I started thinking about? all the main eventers in the Attitude Era that could have had Money in the Bank and really be utilized and to actually potentially have a run, like a Ken Shamrock. He stayed in one place in the middle card. Like a Billy Gunn. That's a guy that really could have flourished with a Money in the Bank.
Billy Gunn. No,
Hey, no, we're not doing that shit. No, hold on. Because if you want to get technical, Vince looked at Billy Gunn as a main eventer until Maivia buried him on the mic. Let's not do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Maivia
Don't do
praise.
that.
Whoa.
Don't do that. No, it's not Maivia praise. It's Maivia hate. He's the reason Billy Gunn wasn't seen as main event material after that. After that segment they got where he called him Billy Bump or some shit like that. Ruined them.
I'm sorry,
Wasn't the
Lewis
same after that.
continuously.
It was kind of
Lewis
funny. Though.
Continuously playing the ether beat had me done. I was done. I could not read.
Mo, that was the easy. we got a minute.
Yeah,
we an hour 45 in, fellas. What do y'all want to do? Did y'all see Blood and Guts?
I saw Blood and Guts.
Did y'all see Blood and Guts?
Hell yeah! I was on the watch along.
What'd y'all think about Blood and Guts?
I saw the match. I agree. The match itself carried the entire show, though. Everything up until that point was fucking garbage. I was talking to Cam about it as the show was happening, bro. I don't know how you already have a guaranteed hour for anything else. For everything else. All right, the Blood and Guts match is guaranteed 40 minutes to an hour, right? So you only have an hour for everything else. And you decide to put Jericho on your screen for the hour that you have. No disrespect to Minoru Suzuki at all, but that is not what I want to see when you are already handicapped. You really could have given that spot to Mariah May. Maybe give her more time to explain herself. Not in a fucking nothing match. You could have had Mariah May come out there and give her more time than you gave her last week.
No, this nigga replaying the ether beat, bro. Oh my fucking god, bro.
Cam crashing out and fucking banging. Cam, what were you banging on the fucking desk?
He's like,
You used that staple gun from last night.
I thought that was a gun, boy.
I was like,
It sounded like the
boy,
staple
we
gun
on
that
YouTube,
Word was
man.
using.
Boy, we on YouTube.
What Khris said about AEW, I want to mention this real quick because I understand these people. These people are some of the worst that ever fucking happened to fucking wrestling. You know, it's the fucking people that run and work for the fucking Wrestle Purist account outside of fucking Ibu. Yeah, outside of fucking Ibu. Ibu's cool. He also follows me on Twitter, but outside of Ibu, that account, the people that run that account, the people that work for that fucking website. We all need to ban them from the community. We need to shut up ban these people from the fucking community, bro. I'm sick and tired of these fucking people, bro. Sick and tired of them, bro. They come on and they push bullshit narratives, bro. Bullshit narratives, bro. Somebody on Wrestle Purists today said that Shawn Michaels used to be a more athletic Jimmy Uso. They push bullshit fucking narratives. That's one. Somebody also from that same fucking account, right? Because they didn't like the match MJF had with Hichisaro, and they didn't like the match that MJF had with Hiroshi Tanahashi last year, despite the fact that Hiroshi Tanahashi, and I love him, but he's fucking washed. I love him, but Tanahashi's fucking washed. It is painful to watch that man fucking move and walk down to the fucking ring. He had an AEW World Championship match last year, Forbidden Door, with MJF, and people, because the match was bad or not to their liking, they're sitting there calling MJF a racist because they didn't like the Tanahashi match and they didn't like the Hichisaro match. And they're going, oh yeah, MJF's a racist, bro. You see how he works with foreign talent? You see how he works and he talks about foreign talent? He's a fucking racist, man. Look at this promo with Takeshita. First off, I can almost guarantee you that MJF got that approved from Konosuke Takeshita 1. Secondly, that's MJF's character. He's a fucking heel. He's designed to be, his heel character is designed to be the most despicable man on the fucking planet. Okay? So him doing that to Konosuke Takeshita is fucking fun. I didn't see Takeshita fucking playing about it. Okay, so that's fucking fun. Second, to sit there and say, right, that you didn't like the match he had with Hiroshi Tanahashi, that he's racist towards foreign, or no, that he has a bias against foreign. I ask you, go back and watch that match. MJF was doing more work in that match than fucking Hiroshi Tanahashi. And I love Tanahashi. Tanahashi was fucking washed, okay? Then you look at the match with Booker Sarah. Okay, then you look at the match with Booker Sarah, okay? That was not a bad match at all. I thought it was actually a pretty good match. But because these people don't like the fact, because these people don't like MJF for whatever reason, or the fact that, they still have this 2023 babyface on in his mind, where, he was trying, where MJF is trying to be everything like WWE. It's just like, oh man, MJF sucks. How the fuck, how the fuck did we let MJF, how the fuck did MJF trick all of us for so long and him think, and having us thinking that he's actually good at something? I ask you people. If MJF goes to WWE right now, he goes to WWE right now, AEW's fucking cooked because they don't have a man on the screen.
That's it.
Jacob Free.
Yeah.
Y'all should be y'all should be kissing that man's ass that he stayed with AEW right now. And I love AEW, I do. I do. But MJF on that, I do. But Dynamite was missing MJF on that television show. They were missing MJF as a fucking idiot. So the fact that these fucking idiots want to come on here and they push this bullshit fucking narrative and don't know what the fuck they're talking about, they're fucking wrestling. These niggas got to go. These wrestle purists.
All right, crash out Cam.
These niggas shadow banned for fucking. These niggas got to go. We need these niggas.
I love this guy.
Bro, I was on X today, unfortunately.
Ibu, I love you, man. Thank you for coming on Twitter. Ibu, you're actually one of the few good ones on that page. The rest of them got to go. Got to fucking go. Pack them the fuck up. Fucking idiots.
Gotta take away the First Amendment, bro. I've been saying it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, look. What? Okay, look. We gonna get the next topic. Hold on.
We're a politics page.
Before we've gone too far.
How many more we got?
We got a few. Give me a sec.
We're gonna hit the 2-hour mark, so you want to do like one more?
Yeah, let's go in for one more.
Let's make it good. Let's make it one we can all do.
All right. Let's do worst pay-per-view of the last decade.
Bet.
We'll wrap it up with that. I think I think I win at this point.
We'll just do it for fucks.
For funsies.
Yeah, you have 5. Chris has 2. Cam has. Actually, no, you got 7 because of the fucking ether.
Listen, chat. That was an attempt tonight, bro. I gave him my all. We'll get him next time. But it's not over yet.
Am I in this one?
You can be in it if you want.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
The worst pay-per-view? God, of the last decade.
We should let you go first.
So wait, where do we go? We're going from 2014
to now, yeah.
Yep.
Hold on. I need a minute. That's so y'all know how many fucking shows have been in that time frame, cuz?
There's a few now that I think about. I had my eyes locked on one, but
the 2 came to mind immediately. I think Mo, you're probably thinking of one of them.
Three came to mind, but one of them I'm gonna argue why it's not as bad as people make it out to be. If one of y'all say it.
All right. I think I might have an answer.
I'm drawing blinks here. I'm trying to think.
All right, I got my answer.
Can I just guess? I think all of us got a Saudi show, huh?
No, absolutely
I don't.
not.
I
do not.
don't. There are some bad shows. Do not get me wrong, but
No. So that's too much of a layup. I have it. You know what? Let me. I got this shit. I got it.
Cook.
All right. So allow me to bring y'all back to the wonderful year of 2018. WrestleMania 34. Ass. Let me tell y'all why. Obviously, the card, Matt Hardy winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Good. Matt Hardy was over at that time. Don't got a problem with that. Cedric Alexander beating Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championship. Mind you, why I feel like this match wasn't bad. Did I feel like it could have had more time? Yes. What makes me upset about this match, though, is the placement it had on the card, because Vince was on his petty bullshit at this time, because NXT or anything touched by Triple H was doing better than anything the main roster had. And at this time, the Cruiserweight division was cooking way better than both fucking main rosters combined. Cruiserweight 205 Live was the second best show in WWE behind NXT, bar none. Fact. But the fact that they put it on a pre-show, only had 12 minutes for the heart and soul of 205 Live going up against each other, that shit was ass. The Women's Battle Royal. Let me tell y'all why this shit was ass. Do y'all remember what the fuck the name was before they had to change the shit? The Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal. Got so much heat and it just ruined the match entirely. Ruined the build-up, anything you had to do with it. That shit was ass. We get to the main card, Seth Rollins, Miz, and Finn Balor. We agree that's one of the better triple threat matches in Mania history. Then we get to the shitter. We had Asuka, undefeated at this time. One of the most over acts in the company, one of the most impressive runs throughout WWE history. Just recently passed Goldberg's run at this time. You know what the fuck they do to fuck it up? Not only did they not even have a 15-minute match, they were having a decent match, but they didn't even go 15 minutes. They had Charlotte beat Asuka. And a lot of people would tell you, yeah, Charlotte beating Asuka is not the worst thing in the world, but it's how Charlotte beat Asuka. They made Asuka tap the fuck out. Made her look like a bitch. Now, we go to the next match. We got Mo's favorite superstar, Jinder Mahal, beating... we have Jinder Mahal winning the United States Championship in a fatal four-way, in a four-way consisting of Bobby Roode, who should have won this match, Rusev, who was just starting to get over with Rusev Day, and Randy fucking Orton. Mind you, Jinder Mahal, in a span of a year, ended 2 of Randy Orton's title runs. And the fact Jinder Mahal was the one to win this match was crazy. And the fact that this was a WrestleMania match was crazy. We had Ronda Rousey, not going to say anything about Ronda Rousey. And then we had the SmackDown Tag Team title match with the fucking Bludgeon Brothers. I'm sorry, Bludgeon Brothers were fucking dog shit. Didn't like them. The shit was ass. Match was ass. The fact that they squashed New Day and the Usos, who are the 2 greatest tag teams of all time, you made them look like a joke that night. Shit was ass. Undertaker beating, squashing John Cena. Listen, that's a dream match that you fucked up. Should have happened years ago. The fact that you had John Cena do all that build up just to get squashed like that, crazy. Undertaker did look good, but come on, man. A build up of that match, 2 minutes, 45 seconds is crazy. Daniel Bryan's return match, not going to say nothing about that. You had Nia Jax beating Alexa Bliss. Not a bad match, but the match was a fucking Be a Star campaign. I don't give a shit about it. That's what you use the match for. Instead of crowning it as Nia Jax's crowning moment of being a main eventer. Then we get to Shinsuke Nakamura, who should have been a mainstay main eventer at this point. The most popular superstar on the fucking planet. Mind you, this is 2018. This is Monday Night Rollins. This is TakeOver This is Johnny Wrestling. Right? This is Kenny Omega, Peak Bullet Club. This is Dalton Castle as Ring of Honor World Champion. And Shinsuke Nakamura is coming off of a Royal Rumble win, becoming the most popular superstar on the fucking planet. Just to fucking lose to AJ Styles, mind you. The match being dog shit. And for him to turn heel after he lost to AJ. Completely ruined him. And then Mo brought this up earlier in the debate. Strowman teamed with a fucking kid after us speculating for at least a month on who the fuck his tag team partner was going to be. And mind you, a lot of people were like, oh, maybe it's Bobby Lashley, which makes it worse because Bobby Lashley debuted the next night. But I doubt maybe it's Bobby Lashley. Didn't get it. Teaming with a fucking kid is crazy. And I'm not going to talk about Brock and Roman. We've shat on that match too many times. Mo has done a video, or Malik has done a video on how bad that match is. That 7 F5s, like 6 spears. I don't got to talk about it. That match sucked. And the fact that Brock won, still kind of crazy. The shit was ass. WrestleMania 34, probably top 5 worst pay-per-views I've seen with my own eyes. I yapped a lot. I'm sorry, but it was that bad. Shit was ass.
Whoever want to go next, you got it.
Unlimited time too. Get the rant off, bro.
Louis, I'm gonna piggyback off you. You said WrestleMania 34. I'm gonna go WrestleMania 32. And I'm saying this is the worst pay-per-view of the. I'm saying this is the worst pay-per-view of the decade because I understand that they were hampered by injuries and the fact that a lot of matches they wanted to do they couldn't do because they had injuries. But I'm not using that as a legitimate excuse. I'm not using that as an excuse because even though they had injuries, if you just alter the card around a little bit and just listen to what the fuck the fans were telling you they wanted, and you try to put together a compelling card, you could have actually come up with a much better show. You look at this show here, right? Or you look at this show here. First off, Kalisto and Ryback at a WrestleMania. I understand that it's a pre-show match, but a WrestleMania match really with Kalisto and Ryback? Now, you know what they should have done here with the U.S. title? The multi-man ladder match that they have for the IC title, just put the U.S. title in there. Just put the U.S. title on the line in there. And you can throw Kalisto. You can throw a Ryback in there if you want to. But the fact that Kalisto defend that U.S. title against Ryback is fucking stupid. Secondly, you had Team Total Divas against Team Bad. Really? This is what we know. This is what we doing. This is what we doing. Chris Jericho defeated AJ Styles. AJ Styles would then go on to win the number one contenders match and would then headline 2 pay-per-views back-to-back against Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. The League of Nations against the fucking New Day. Y'all remember how bad? Oh my god! I cannot believe I didn't mention the fucking League of Nations. And when I say how bad, when we were talking about how bad Big Dog Roman Reigns was, I should have mentioned the League of Nations. I should have mentioned these looks. God, it was bad. Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose is a massive disappointment. I understand that Brock Lesnar did not want to do shit in that match because he was already going back to UFC. But this is such a massive fucking disappointment. My God. At the bare minimum, this match should have just been Dean Ambrose getting his ass whooped in very exciting ways. Like how Darby Allin goes in there on AEW television and he just gets murdered. This could have been Dean Ambrose with a lot of fun weapons and spots involved. The Undertaker and Shane McMahon, a fucking terrible match. A terrible match. That one person on this panel had as a top 10 Hell in a Cell match of all time. It's not. It's a fucking terrible match. Outside of the fucking diving in, you don't remember the goddamn thing that happened in this fucking match. Rock and Eric Rowan 6 seconds wide, and then Roman Reigns and Triple H. One of the worst WrestleMania main events of all time. Fucking terrible match. Just god-awful, boring. This is at the height of just pure big dog Roman Reigns. They just tried to get the man over with no doubt. Roman Reigns and Triple H was a fucking terrible WrestleMania main event. Slow, boring, plotting. I understand that they had injuries. I'm not using that as an excuse. And I'm going to give you guys a realistic WrestleMania card right now that could have happened at WrestleMania 32 even without the injuries. And you tell me which card is better. Here we go. Right? Here we go. Right? You do the right. Here we go. Right? You do a multi-man ladder match for the U.S. title instead of the IC title. Kalisto, Ryback, Zack Ryder, Stardust, and whoever the fuck else is in that ladder match. You just transform over there. You do Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a singles match for the Intercontinental title. You do that there. Enzo and Cass got called up the next night. Just speed the call up a little faster and just do Enzo and Cass against the New Day at WrestleMania for the tag team titles. There you go. At WrestleMania for the tag team titles. There you go. Keep Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha. Just change it to where Sasha gets the win. Keep that. And keep that. And instead of keep that, and I got 2 scenarios for y'all for the WWE Championship. Right? You can keep them taking a Shane McMahon. That's fine. I just would have changed the finish. But you can keep that match. That's fine. But I have 2 scenarios for you guys for the WWE Championship match. You tell me which one would have been better. The first scenario, you do Dean Ambrose and Triple H. I don't know if y'all know this or not. Dean Ambrose in 2016 was white hot. The man was over like Rover. You do Dean Ambrose and Triple H in that spot. And then with Brock Lesnar, what you do with Brock, you run back Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. With the storyline being for it is simple. With the storyline set up for it, simple, right? Roman Reigns was a rematch with Brock Lesnar because last year at WrestleMania, the WrestleMania match got fucked up. Roman Reigns trying to find out what was going to happen at Seth Rollins not come in and fucked it up. So Brock, are you down at the showcase of shows? That's one. Second thing you could have done Second thing you could have done, you do Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker 3, versus career. And you do Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker 3, career versus career. You do that. Or, right, and you just do Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Either one of those scenarios would have been better than whatever the fuck we got at WrestleMania 32. So
I'll add this to this card. Brock and Bray.
There you go. But there you go. But that's why I say, as bad as WrestleMania 32 was, and it was a bad show, and I understand that they had a lot of injuries. They cannot use injuries as a legitimate excuse in my book, because had they gotten creative with the card, we could have actually gotten a pretty good WrestleMania that year. So fuck.
And shave off an hour for both of y'all's manias. Shave off a fucking hour at least, please.
So fuck WrestleMania 32. I have that as the worst WWE pay-per-view of the last decade.
Valid. Go ahead, Chris. I'm gonna let you go.
All right. Now this one, I didn't really have to think about that much. I think I gotta go Hell in a Cell 2019. I think I got to. To me, bro, it was a one match show. It was a one match show with Becky and Sasha, bro. They cooked. But on a show where you have, and I'm not even talking about the main event yet. On a show that you have Lacey Evans and Natalya start the show. No.
Wait, they started it?
I'm pretty positive they started. Someone can correct me.
No.
I'm pretty positive they did. Someone correct me. I'm pretty positive. Let's see what else we had. We had Strowman and the Viking Raiders versus the OC. I think you had the Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Worthless ass titles. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? You had Randy Orton and Ali, which okay, I guess there's some history there. What else? Besides, I'm trying not to tax the main event because I could tax the whole show based off the main event, but I'm trying to pick it apart. What else? What else was there? I don't know, but it was the one match show.
I will say there was the Roman and Bryan against the
the
Roman
Bludgeon
and
Brothers.
Harper.
Right?
That was fun, but yeah,
because it had story because they were doing the whole whodunit shit. But now, unfortunately, I have to talk about the main event. So I think we can all agree that it's pretty pathetic to look at all these years later. Mankind almost killing himself, being thrown off the top and being thrown through the cage, only for that match to end the way it did. Especially for someone who was being built up the way he was, like The Fiend was. The first strike was making him impervious to pain. You do not end Hell in a Cell at all. That is where feuds blow off. That is blood feud level. You think they would ever call off Drew McIntyre and CM Punk if they ever did that shit? Nah. They had Seth Rollins attempt to murder this man, and the referee had a soft spot. Nah. The Fiend as of that night was dead, and the Hell in a Cell concept was on life support. That, in my opinion, the worst show in the last 10 years.
I was gonna come on and get. Oh, go ahead.
No, hold on. Before we continue, that is also so fucking outrageous. This needs to be addressed. And if y'all don't buy tickets to this cruise, don't go to the show. Jericho's cruise is going to be a triple threat match. The people involved: Scott Steiner, Jerry the King Lawler, and Jushin Thunder Liger.
Wait, they're ruining Liger's retirement?
Yes, they are.
That's awful. No.
That would have been a fun match 35 years ago.
I'm saying, bro.
Who was it? Liger, Scott Steiner, who else?
Jerry Lawler, bro.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that match would have been good 40 years ago. Excuse me. what's
What
what?
the
Why are
fuck?
we? Why any of them?
Did they not learn from Crown Jewel?
Oh, bro, don't even start. Don't
Oh my
even.
god! And then we in the middle of the ocean, baby. So oh man, you might as jump.
That shit goes thick, nigga.
Can you swim, Jerry?
I can't. I ain't going on that fucking cruise.
I can't swim either.
I could swim. But I ain't going on no fucking cruise. Me fucked up.
Bro, people,
What
people look at
if
me
the boat
sideways.
tip over? What if the
People
boat
look at
tip
me
over?
sideways when I tell them I do not mess with the ocean like that.
I don't either, bro. I can't swim. The fuck I need to be near it for?
I'm saying, bro, you ever forget about what's in the ocean? Fuck that.
Nigga, baby
Bro.
piss.
Bro, you
It's
know
not
we
even
only
that. I'm
did,
talking about like sharks and shit.
Oh, I don't need it.
I believe it's a legit fact that that us as human beings we have not we've only discovered like 8% of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And to that I say, for as long as we've been alive with the amount of technology we got, fuck that. We've only discovered 8%, motherfucker? Hell no. Fuck out of here. Bro, there's probably a water dragon. It sounds crazy. There's probably a water dragon down there, cuz.
You
That
never
motherfucker
know.
probably breathing shit, bro. Hell no.
Just like
It's
there's
probably
still
a mermaid.
just like there's still uncontacted tribes out there. There's absolutely like undiscovered creatures.
Hell
Bro,
no,
them uncontacted tribes is real shit though. Like,
I just seen another one the other day.
bro, you can't go to like rainforests and shit unexpected because them motherfuckers be there with AKs and shit ready, bro.
Yeah.
It's real
Yo,
shit. I've seen real life discoverers, yo, like record their times of going to rainforest and shit, like exploring, them getting abducted. Like it's crazy shit, dude. I ain't doing that.
Nah, I'm good on that.
I ain't doing that. Let me fuck
Well,
that.
shit. Here's my. I was gonna go with a Saudi show because I really could have and ethered, but there's no point. I'm gonna just keep it easy and eliminate all the Saudi shows because I think we can all acknowledge they're fucking dog shit. For me, I had to go with Backlash 2018. That was the first time I ever walked away from a pay-per-view and said, that was fucking boring. I audibly opened my mouth. I remember it to this day, sitting at my desk at home, and audibly said, that was fucking boring. So to break down the card from what I remember, because I don't have the notes in front of me, show opened with a match of the year contender. I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna make up. Basically, y'all remember? Well, not remember because we weren't alive then. But y'all know how like Backlash 2000 and Backlash 99 were WrestleMania, basically. That's what I expected Backlash 2018 to be. When they kicked it off with Rollins and Miz and they cooked in that match, I'm like, okay, great, good start, right? That show then fell off a cliff because then you had, I don't know in what order, but then you had Bryan in his first singles match against fucking Big Cass. Like, what are we doing? Orton and Jeff Hardy did not recreate Royal Rumble 2008. That was boring as shit. What was it? Lashley and Strowman against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Why? Nakamura and AJ Styles ended because they kicked each other too hard in the penis and couldn't get back up. Okay. When you compare that to the Wrestle Kingdom match, it's disgusting. And then you close it off with a chance of beat the traffic with Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns, which also we have to tax WrestleMania 34 because imagine it was Joe and Reigns for the Universal title at Backlash. Would have been significantly more interesting. Like I've never been so bored by the end of a show. Just
Match
dog
was
shit.
ass.
I was gonna say like Hell in a Cell 2019 wasn't as bad as people make it out to be, because I do think the first two matches on the main card were really good, especially Becky and Sasha. But like after that, oh boy.
Hey man, I'm sorry to cut you off, man. I know this is off topic, but when I tell you all these fucking wrestle viewers people had to go, This nigga on here said that Ilya Dragunov might not even be top 10 in the world, and he don't see.
That's where we end the show, guys. It was great, talking to y'all.
We did not just disrespect the Mad Dragon.
We don't talk to idiots like him. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ilya Dragunov not top 10.
That's got to be for clicks, bro. No.
He's probably an Osprey saying this shit.
I'm sick.
How Ilya not top?
What does he not do?
What? Yeah, about to say.
I legitimately thought he died on Monday taking that spear from Braun Breaker.
Bro. And the thing that they're trying to argue is that some guy named Joseph Monticello, another fucking idiot. I used to be subscribed to the channel, but he's another fucking idiot. He's a fucking rest of pure jackass. He's a rest of pure jackass. He pulled up a match Ilya Dragunov had 3 years ago. Pulled up a match Ilya had some years ago against some fucking guy when they were first still breaking onto the business. And he's like, this, and like the match itself, I guess the highlights aren't bad or whatever. And like people are like, and this is the man who y'all calling top 10 in the world?
But we could do that with literally anybody.
Let's pull up lowlights of everyone. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's just have fun.
We can literally do that with anybody.
You really can, man.
Bro, WrestleMania or Backlash obviously was not the worst show of that year. It was fucking Crown Jewel. The most disgusting show. I think I crashed out. That was the first time I watched a wrestling show, and at the end I crashed out at the end. Even with Jinder Mahal win, I just sat there in silence.
You know what's crazy? If we didn't do WWE and WWE, I was be different. If we were allowed other companies, and I was gonna say Double or Nothing 2023. That shit was boring as fuck.
It was that bad?
I keep saying it, bro.
That shit was bad, dude. Like, I'm sorry, bro. That was the first time where I really sat there and I was like, dude, I don't care how good the match quality is in AEW. This shit is ass. This shit was trash. The only really good, interesting match on that card was the Fatal 4-Way. Was the Pillar Fatal 4-Way. That's it. Yeah. That's the only match that I was like, oh, this shit cooking. The rest of the matches, I'm like, dude, this shit was
because of Jack Perry.
Bro, this shit was ass.
Lewis, man, I on Twitter, I said the same thing. I said this is the worst AEW pay-per-view of all time, and I posted Double or Nothing 2023, and I had idiots telling me, well, even the worst pay-per-view of all time is still a good show.
No, that shit was bad.
That's some gawking ass shit, bro. What the fuck?
No, that shit was bad, bro. Christian and Wardlow, mind you, at that time, like Wardlow was my number 2 favorite in the company. This one, like I'm still a big Wardlow guy. He's in my top 3. But like Christian and Wardlow, I was looking forward to it. The feud got really personal. The match sucked, and then you had the rematch with Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm. I'm like, oh shit, this match about to bang. Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm having a rematch. Jamie Hayter loses her championship by getting jumped in the beginning of the match and then getting squashed 2 minutes later.
Bruh.
Why are we not creating Full Gear? Why are we not creating a historic match for you?
All Out 2020 is another one.
Anarchy in the Arena was fun. It was fun. I'll give it that.
Lewis, well, I will.
Jade Cargill. Who did Jade Cargill face? That shit was boring as fuck. Chris Statlander squashing Jade Cargill was better than the actual fucking match.
You gave Cam ammo.
No, he has a right. That shit was whoever Jade Cargill was Anna Jay. That shit was ass.
No, it wasn't Anna Jay.
Was it Taya?
It was Taya.
That shit was trash. That shit was trash. That shit was ass.
Secondly, Lewis, the counter extra point on Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter while they couldn't do.
Jamie was actually hurt. She was actually hurt.
Yeah, Jamie Hayter won that match injured, so they had to. That's why they did what they did. But like, bro, I keep trying to tell niggas that's not a good show. That show was boring.
She was ass.
I gotta say, All Out 2020 worst though. I mean, I watched that show. That shit was dog shit.
All Out 2020.
No, that was a very bad show.
What was that match between Big Swole and Britt Baker, bro?
That was a terrible match. Bro,
Says you get your woman, man.
Bro, that was it. Bro, the thing, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and address the Big Swole thing right now because I'm tired of fucking people like Public Enemies this and the third. I'm tired of fucking platforms. Y'all can go ahead and kick me off there, whatever y'all want. I might get canceled for this. I'm sorry, Mo. I'm sorry if your channel gets in hot water because of this shit, bro. We have got to stop propping up people and trying to put them in positions just because we have to. Well, we have to stop trying to do this shit. We have to. The fact that Public Enemies sitting there making an argument for Big Swole and Big Swole was so underutilized, AW, blah, blah, blah. No, she wasn't fucking good. She wasn't misutilized. She wasn't good. She was not fucking good. Stop this. Stop this shit. She was not fucking good. She was not. She was not fucking good. Okay? Oh my God. The only way, and the only reason I defend Big Swole is because of what Tony Khan said. That was fucking unprofessional. That was fucking ridiculous. Outside of that, Big Swole was not fucking good. She was not good. She's not good. She's not. So stop trying to sit there and say, oh, AW misutilized Big Swole. Man, Big Swole should be a women's champion. Man, Big Swole here was kicking. No, she was terrible. Stop trying to hype people and get them in positions of power based off their fucking skin color. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not in the fucking business. I'm not in the fucking business of we need more black boys. No. I'm not in that business. I'm not in that business. Wrestling, what the fuck I watch on TV. Either you spit in facts and you entertaining and you doing what the fuck you need to do, or you not. Or you not. Or you not. All masters black too. Nigga. Y'all want to throw the world title on our
master? Cam was starting to cook there at the end of my Omos.
Hey, I will say this, Cam. I will say this. This guy that I'm about to mention right now, I feel the same exact fucking way of people putting him on pedestals that I just don't see. I've said this shit for a while, and I've got debates. But when you use the word prodigy, I'm expecting you to be the next best thing in wrestling, a generational talent like a Braun Breaker, like Obafemi. When tell me, and when you look at me dead in the face and tell me Nick Wayne is a wrestling prodigy, I have a problem. Let's be honest. No, I'm gonna be. No, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real now. What does Nick Wayne do that the average indie wrestler doesn't?
He doesn't. He's not. He doesn't. He's not a prodigy.
That's the point I'm making. When people say he's the next best thing, he's the future. I'm like, of what? What does he do that Ospreay don't do? What does he do that Darby Allin don't do? What does he do that Carmelo Hayes don't do?
Hey, watch your mouth.
You get what I mean? Like I see the mid card potential in Nick Wayne, but when they prop him up to be this main event guy, this future main event guy, I'm like, bro, no, he's not that.
I agree.
They only call him that because of his age. I agree, but here's the thing, though. I don't care about your age, right? A guy, in order for you to be a wrestling prodigy, DDP fucking started wrestling in his fucking 30s and became a prodigy at a fucking 30-year-old, bro. I don't care about your fucking age. It matters how long you've been doing this shit. Obafemi just got his full calendar year. That's a prodigy. That's somebody you can see like actually being good. Nick Wayne been wrestling for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Javon Evans, I wouldn't call him a prodigy, but he's really good though.
He can be.
He's really good. But I just don't. People tend to throw the word prodigy around and future main event star around. I don't want to violate Nick Wayne. I'm very close friends with one. I'm very close friends with one of his boys. Shout out my boy Kid. He's also a wrestler. I'm very close to him. He knows Nick personally. I don't want to shit on Nick. I'm just being real. People throwing the word prodigy and future main event star, the term future main event star around too loosely, bro.
I know.
I say same shit. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna tell y'all this too. when Swerve arrived in AEW, this is about a year and a half in, when he won the tag titles in Swerve in Our Glory, and people were piping up Swerve and say, "Yo, Swerve is a main event guy." At that time, I did not believe in Swerve. Even when he was in Hit Row, I did not believe in Swerve. I said, a guy like Swerve, I can see he has all the credentials to eventually be there, but he gonna have to show me he's like that, and he did. He did. He's our world champion right now because he showed it. It's the same thing with Nick Wayne. You guys think he's a prodigy? He gonna have to show me. What is he doing differently that Ospreay and Cody fucking Rhodes don't do?
I agree. Another name I throw out there. I agree. Another name I throw out there. And they're talking about, oh man, they were talking about him. Oh man, he's one of the future pillars, right? They're like, oh man, you got your 4 pillars of AEW, then you got your next 4 pillars of AEW. He's one of the next 4 pillars. They trying to throw Wheeler Yuta in there. I was like, bro, I don't see it. I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
I don't see Wheeler Yuta. I was like, the man can wrestle his ass off. I'll give him that. But if you put me to sleep, I can't put you in that light. Wheeler Yuta has no personality at all. I've been saying this. I get clown for it every time. I'm like, that nigga Wheeler Yuta don't have no personality, bro. That nigga Wheeler Yuta, I need to see more from him about the personality department. That man going there can wrestle his ass off, yeah. But personality-wise, what does that nigga Wheeler Yuta have? What that nigga have? I'm just saying this, bro. People kept saying Sammy Guevara is a pillar. I said, no, Sammy Guevara is not a pillar. Ricky Starks is overtaking that nigga. Oh, what you mean, bro? Sammy Guevara is great. Nigga, Sammy Guevara has Galway heat, bro. That nigga... Yeah, in the ring, that nigga can work. Yeah, in the ring, that nigga can work. But can that nigga put together a compelling character that's not me wanting to punch him in the face legitimately in real life? I was like, can we do that? I was like, can we do that? Because Ricky Starks is overtaking him. As a pillar. But again, you know that.
Lewis, what are your thoughts on Gabe Kidd in New Japan Pro Wrestling? Gabe Kidd, to me, he got potential. He got potential. He does have personality. His mic skills are very good. His in-ring work is good. He just got to keep developing. That's it. I don't think people realize to really be a true main eventer in New Japan Pro Wrestling, you got to like really be on your fucking A game because they don't play over there. They don't.
I hope Gabe Kidd stays away from WWE. He gonna not because I'm saying WWE mishandle or anything like that. But I don't know if Gabe Kidd will be able to handle himself in the locker room that consists of Bianca Belair, Nia Jax, Naomi Soul, Jakara Jackson, Lash Legend. You know, hey, Gabe Kidd loved his sisters. No, Gabe Kidd loved his sisters.
He loves his sisters.
I don't know if he's able to
I would say I like Gabe Kidd. He just got to keep developing. That's all. But he's on the right track. He's on the right path. Honestly, I think he should take over Bullet Club. If you ask me, I think we've given. I was a big believer in David Finlay, but I think David Finlay, we give him enough time. He's just not what New Japan wants him to be. So just give Bullet Club to Gabe Kidd and he'll do better.
I'm not mad at that at all. And guys, I'm sorry about crashing out over there. I'm sorry about getting this kicked off. But I just cannot fucking stand, bro. I can't stand, bro, when these niggas try to prop up people that just don't deserve to be propped up. Like, can we be fucking honest for a minute? Like, I don't give a shit that she is black. I don't give a shit that this fool is black. In the ring, she's not good. She's not fucking good. Like, can we take a step back and acknowledge the fact they put her in a feud with Britt?
Oh my god.
Okay. What about AJ Francis? All right. Here's the thing with AJ Francis, and I'm inclined to speak on him because I know the bro personally. I do. I've had dope conversations with him. I know my boy AJ Francis. I told man AJ, he's a solid big man, solid mid-card guy. That's it. He's a very solid worker, solid mic skills, in-ring skills, not too bad for a big man. Everybody botches. Please don't bring up his botch. He's a solid guy, solid worker. He's what you want in a company man. He'll do whatever a company asks him to do. Solid
He's
guy.
been doing his thing in TNA.
I think he lost his title a little bit too soon. I hope he gets it back, but I hope he becomes digital media champion again. But AJ Francis is solid. I got nothing bad to say about him. He's giving me great advice. Very, very dope guy. Very, very.
I don't know how else to say this, but Hit Row together was shit. Hit Row separate and they're all doing their own thing is good. I don't know how that works, but
I like B-Fab managing the Street Profits going forward too. I don't think they should stop that. I know people here's my issue when they want to intertwine Bianca into that. I always say, Mo, you know, I always say this on No Name. Depth is always good. You need more depth. You need more faces on the TV. You put Bianca with the Street Profits is obviously going to cook because it's Bianca with the Street Profits. But if you really think about it, one, does Bianca need that? And two, that's taking away another spot from somebody that could really like benefit from the Street Profits and learn from them. And some B-Fab got personality, but I hope they don't stop that. Keep B-Fab with them. I like that group.
Can we get the Street Profits on TV, please, in a meaningful role? Please, can we get them on TV in a meaningful fucking role? Instead of
my last memory of them was beating Pretty Deadly like 2 weeks ago.
My last memory of them was them losing to Tama Tonga and Tongaloa.
All right, yep, that's where I end the show because I don't want to think about those two bums.
You don't like the Tongans?
Oh, I don't know if I said this on the pod before, but I'll say it again. Tama Tonga is not bad. Tama Tonga is not terrible. I don't mind Tama Tonga. Tongaloa is god fucking awful. Tongaloa will catch this slander all fucking day. Tama Tonga is not bad. Tama Tonga is actually not bad. But Tongaloa, you fucking suck. Tama Tonga, you're not bad.
In a tag team setting, Tongaloa is good. He's just a muscle guy, which I don't mind.
Oh, and William. And Hikuleo, you also suck, buddy.
So let's address two things. One, yes, we all think he could be a WrestleMania main eventer. Two, Go ahead, Chris.
No. Splitting up an actual tag team in a no. On SmackDown, you already don't have the depth. You don't have any tag teams in general. You're about to break up Theory and Waller. Do not do this. Do not do this. It's
turn the heel, if anything.
Yeah. The current, what's the current of the tag division? Street Profits, DIY, God. At this point, we better pray Roman actually shows up at SummerSlam. We better pray Jey Uso finds his way to SmackDown soon, so we can get the Usos back together. And the SmackDown tag division will be good.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah, give Pretty Deadly more time. I'm tired of people acting like Pretty Deadly ass. Give him more time.
I love Pretty Deadly, bro. I've been telling people that, man.
Pretty Deadly. Mo, don't do that. Pretty Deadly good, man.
Come on, bro.
Good,
actually, you know what?
Pretty Deadly good.
Come on, Mo. Do it.
No, fuck the Raw Tag Team.
There you go.
Fuck the Raw Tag Team division.
The Raw Tag Team division really ass. They in the mud, bro. They in the mud. But they just lost to Jey Uso and Sammy, bro. Come on.
Can we please just put the belts back together and have the champions float from show to show again?
No.
I don't know why they fucking
just merge the divisions.
I
don't mind merging the tag division.
They don't have depth for it. I tell niggas they don't have depth for it. So
I said because it's Cam.
It worked with the Usos and Sammy KO when they merged the divisions for that little bit of a year and a half stretch.
Yes,
hopefully Motor City Machine Guns on the way too. No, them motherfuckers need to go to NXT, bro. NXT need help, bro.
Yeah.
NXT need help, bro.
Yes.
This is facts.
We don't need MCMG and NXT. I agree that they don't gotta be there, but NXT needs the tag team.
They could use it because even AJ Styles said he could benefit from it.
Hey, AEW also, can we please get your tag team division together? Please, can we please get together?
What's wrong with tag divisions in wrestling? This shit is
bro, it's crazy to me because that used to be AEW's pride and glory.
Bro, the fact that we are going to get the Bucks and FTR Part 5, I'm tired.
Don't nobody want that shit.
No,
get that shit off my screen.
Please.
I want it.
This fucking tag,
bro.
Please.
Bro.
What's this private party? Where the fuck are the Lucha Bros? Top Flight, bring them niggas in. You just signed MXM. Instead of putting them on Ring of Honor, bring these niggas in. Can we please fix this fucking tag team division? Please. This tag team division is god awful. You let the Machine Guns go to WWE. I don't know what the fuck happened. Can y'all bring in Violence Is Forever? Can y'all bring them niggas in? You niggas employ the Workhorsemen. A great fucking tag team. Can we bring these niggas in? And can you bring these niggas in? Can we pick something with the fucking tag team division so I don't have to see the fucking Bucks, the Acclaim, and FTR go at it every fucking week? Can we please? What the fuck are the Lucha Bros? What the fuck are these niggas? Can we please fix this goddamn tag team division?
I have an actual question here. When was the last time the tag titles were defended?
They won the fucking votes.
That's pathetic.
Yeah, this shit is ass.
Garbage.
Garbage.
And they won it. And they won it when? How long has it been now?
2.5 months ago.
April.
Double or nothing.
April. Shit.
They won the belts at
Just
Dynasty.
math real quick. Hold on.
Dynasty. Excuse me.
Ass. But shit, we at like 2.5 hours at this point, man. Chat, y'all, those of y'all that are still here, we appreciate y'all for real.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hit the like button. Is there anything else like that's going on this week that we need to talk about? Because I know we got SummerSlam next week. Predictions, at least.
Nothing. I mean,
besides,
how do you guys...
acknowledge your king of debate.
I guess I guess I just want to ask this really quickly. Does it bother you guys that Seth doesn't have an actual match going into SummerSlam?
No. I like the card right now. I think the card is
bulletproof.
great. I think, yeah. Plus, I mean, he's gonna play a pivotal role, a huge role in this year's SummerSlam. It's
Exactly.
not like he's. When have you ever seen a special guest referee match? Please, Usos and Street Profits don't count. Stop it. When have you seen a special guest referee match that ended smoothly? Never. Steph don't like either of these motherfuckers. He might end up curb stomping both. I do have a feeling Punk gonna lose though. Steph
I don't think he should win. I don't think he should win.
A bit of a channel announcement here. If you guys are down for it, I'm only doing this if you guys are down. Because I'm not wasting my fucking money. But if you guys are down, Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor is tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
You want to watch SmackDown instead?
If you guys are interested, I'll be down to do a watch along. Real quick. Card is Roger Strong, Mark Briscoe for the Ring of Honor World Title, Billy Starks and Red Velvet for the Ring of Honor for the Women's World Television Title, Athena and Queen Inamata, Diamante and Layla Hirsch, Wheeler Yuta and Lee Moriarty, and we also have Commander taking on the Beast Mortos. So about 5 matches. So it's about 5-6 matches. That interests y'all. Go check that out.
I'm down if Mo sanctions it.
Always thumbs up for me.
Are we doing anything for Saturday or?
Oh yeah, we got the SummerSlam 02 watch along.
But same time, 7 o'clock.
Same time, man. Same time.
Eastern.
But chat, we're gonna get up out of here, man. We appreciate the support on today's show. Make sure you acknowledge your king of debate.
I gave it my all, guys.
I clear Solo Sokoa.
You did good, Chris.
Yeah. There was some points I thought I was gonna lose some of these debates. I ain't gonna lie, but we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. We'll see y'all probably tomorrow and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Oh, y'all won't see me Saturday. I'm meeting MJF. So y'all won't see.
Put over the pod, bro.
Boo.
MJF ain't gonna watch that shit.